Share stream. What's up, everybody? Let's turn this down just a little bit. What is up, everybody? Wait, did YouTube do something differently? What's this? Top fans? What's the experience for? What's the leaderboard? Place for fans to stand out in the community. Top 3 get special badges and live chat. It resets every stream, so you can try it again. How do you get on the leaderboard? Send live chats, send super chats, and super stickers. You'll need to collect experience points. Here's how you get. What's the experience points for? It just ranks the viewers' engagement on live stream. More viewers engaged, for example, blah, blah, blah. The higher the rank, the leaderboard. Why participate in the leaderboard? Get recognized, join the fun, build your community, see and connect with other dedicated fans. Being on the leaderboard can help you become part of the top 50 fans in a live stream. Okay. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Top 3 leaderboards can earn a badge which appears next to the name when they send messages in chat. That's it? Huh. Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, I think it's just a way to spam chat more. I wonder if I have to do like, because I got slow mode on, but it's only for 2 seconds. Let's do 4 seconds. 4 seconds sounds like a lot, but we're going to do 4 seconds. For 14 months, it's Missy. Welcome. Thank you for being here for 14 months. Ryan for 24 months. Oh, geez. 2 years watching, 1 year riding. Oh, my gosh. So you've been prepping. You've been prepping for it. Thanks for the content, keeping people safe and knowledgeable. You're welcome. You're welcome. Guys, you know how we do it. We set up. We talk about the last week. Let's get the phone out, which sponsored by Rockform. We got the Rockform out. I love this little sport ring thing they got going on here. Magnetic. You can take it off if you don't want to. That's magnetic right there. On the bottom part, you can get a little filler here to be magnetic, but this part right here is magnetic. So Rockform, link in the description for 20% off. There you go. Boom. Did a little sponsor read. Oh, yeah, I got to actually look at the phone. I don't know if you saw my IG message, but I had my first rescue. Oh, I think whenever I click it, like when I get notifications, because you're in my, you get access to actually, was it the general? Let's take a look. I must have clicked 7 days ago. Oh, geez. I'll take a look at it a little bit further. Maybe on a break. Let's see. All right, so this last week, what do we get? All right. So I did my live stream on Wednesday last week because I had an issue with Stella, with her colitis, my dog. She's been on antibiotics this whole time. And today is her last day of antibiotics. Let me go ahead. And she's doing great. She's doing great. Everything's good. Poops are normal. That's basically what it is. Not fun. What else did we do? Oh, yeah. It was my birthday weekend. Birthday weekend. She's shitting like a champ again. Yes. Yes. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as last time. Last time it took like almost 2 weeks to kind of... The first time, like 2 months ago? It took like 2-3 weeks to like really just... It was kind of tough go. The last time she did it, I think it was like last month. It took about a week. And this time, it only took about a couple days being on antibiotics. I didn't have to put her on any Fenben or anything like that, any anti-parasitic stuff. Just antibiotics, probiotics, just kind of get her gut biome back in order. And then she's doing fine. She's been doing fine since like the second day. So that's cool. But yeah, birthday weekend. Was it? Today's the 15th. So yesterday was my birthday. I went up to Phoenix with my girlfriend. We got an Airbnb, did medieval times, and just kind of hung out, watched a lot of Love Island, just kind of relaxed. It's good to get out. Good weekend. Enjoyed it. And then I got another 16 days until I move. So I've been packing. I brought in like 4 or 5 bins here to the MTC Rider Academy, so I can use this as a storage unit until I get everything. So I only have to move like the big stuff when it's moving day. Then I got 4 more bins I'm gonna take to the house, and I got the kitchen, the laundry room, bathroom, and bedroom to kind of do it, and then the major stuff in the living room. I'm gonna take down, you guys, if you guys are part of the After the Ride. I had no After the Ride last week because I was still dealing with Stella and just packing and then kind of prepping for the trip. So I really kind of just needed that time off. So I'll get back into it this Thursday in the After the Ride podcast. And if you guys noticed when we would do the After the Ride podcast from the La Casa, I had like that brick wall veneer and like the lights and everything. I'm going to be taking that down this week. So might see a different version of the living room Thursday, because I'm going to try to take down at least the green and the LED light stuff. I might take down the brick wall. Who knows? We'll see. But lots of work to do. I got 15 days to kind of get everything situated, patch up some stuff. So that's been taking up my July, basically. It's been taking up my July. We just had the finishing of the Smart Rider games 2 weeks ago. I did post in the Discord the standings for those of you that participated. I'm still waiting on a few more. I mean, I sent out emails and I haven't gotten much. So I've only gotten a few people that, because I'm sending out the DDFM Crew Challenge coin right here to those that participated, but I only got a few. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and send out some of those today, or definitely this week. I'm going to do it today. And get that going. And then I got an appointment a little bit later today at 2 p.m. Let's see, 2 p.m. I'm going to talk to my therapist, see if I can get my dog as a emotional support animal. She's already a service dog. So we're going to see if we're going to do a little testing to see if she can fulfill the role of an ESA. So that's going to be good. But yeah, then this, I haven't rode in a while. I've been working on the Smart Rider training manual. The Smart Rider training manual on the Smart Rider Crew, so ridingsmart.com. That is, I feel like I really wanted to make that a book, but some of the videos are so long and they're so information dense that when I tried to make it into like a 1 or 2 page thing in a book, it's too much. So I'm having to make the book a little bit longer, but then the actual course a little bit shorter. So I already got the design for the overall book. So now it's just about inputting the information into the book. But we got the Smart Rider, we got the Smart Rider drills, the new Smart Rider drills. 1 second. We got the new Smart Rider drills booklet available for pre-order right now. It's 24 drills, some new ones. Definitely a better format. It's got my actual times in them. So let's see. So that's one of them. It's got my time. So you can see if you can beat my time. And I just got an update. Let's double check. Let's see the shipping on that, because it shipped. Let's go ahead. Nope, wrong email. Let's go to that email. Let's go to start, because that's what I got. Order as shipped. Check the tracking. Might not have been updated yet. Okay, so no updates yet. But it's saying estimated delivery July 18th to the 23rd. So that's this week or next Monday. So a lot quicker than August than I thought it would be. So once those come in, we'll be shipping them out. So there is, like I said, there is a pre-order for the new book. You automatically get the PDF right away, which I need to update because one of them is the anaconda got all messed up. So I got to update that. So there we go. I'll go ahead and put that at the pin at the top. So that's good. I really want to get that Smart Rider training manual though. Really want to get that going, because that's like the culmination of all of my knowledge. And that's what's tough about it. It's the culmination of all of my knowledge into a book and a course. And I got to update the Writing Smart. See how much stuff I got to do? I got to update the Writing Smart website to where it's just the crew. versus it's a membership versus standalone stuff. But we're working on it. Still working on it, slowly but surely. What else? What else do we got here? Just a lot going on. I have some ideas. Like, one thing, is the music too loud? Can you guys hear the music? Because I can hear it pretty good here. I'm just wondering about the music. While I'm thinking about that next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and go up through some of these chats here, because we got this new top fans thing. I mean, eBest, Colin Clark, and It's Missy are top 1, 2, 3. I don't understand all that stuff. That's a new feature on YouTube. Keeping you and your friends safe, Ryan. Good. Road surface hazard, rider low sided. Okay, I saw the picture. It looked like some oil. Dave, how you doing? Nice to see you. Good morning. Shitting like a champ again? Yes, she is. I haven't ridden in about 2 weeks. License had expired, so I need to get that sorted. It feels like I'm having withdrawals. Oh, geez. Yeah, my license doesn't expire until like 2052. I know some states or some places are different. Thank you, It's Missy. Thank you for the belated birthday. How did the weekend go? Weekend went great. Great weekend. Had some good time. I got a meal prep today too, so I got some of that stuff. Wait till I'm 60 years of age. I'm 38. I'm 38 now. Ooh, geez. Yours is on the 18th later. 13th to like. Yeah, we get some likes, guys. 36 likes. Let's see if we can get to 50 before we jump into the classroom. Quick question: what kind of cones do you find best for safety when doing the maneuvers in a parking lot? I remember the one time you said those small flat cones are dangerous for sliding. Yeah, so I got some here. Let me show you. So these cones, these like soccer cones, they're great for soccer. But the big problem I had, I mean, I bought a bunch because I was testing them out. I didn't test out trying to fall, but it made me feel a little uncomfortable. Is that these ones, like when you ride over top of them, they create such a big contact patch when you accidentally run over them. And for me, if you're in the middle of a turn, especially within drills, it's just gonna. To me, it feels like it's gonna slide. It probably won't. But these are cheap. So I mean, they're great cones. Like if you want to play soccer, put them on the grass. But for me, it just felt uncomfortable really doing them. So then I got these ones. So they're a little bit different, and they're a smaller profile too. You see how they're smaller. And so with these ones, I've actually ridden over these ones pretty well. And I actually have some more. I tested out like a bunch of different kinds. You know, these ones, they're great. But you see how there's like a small contact patch on the ground, so wind would really blow these over. These have a better contact patch, and they wouldn't blow over. And by blow over, I mean like slide across the ground. And so I've ridden over these ones pretty good, and when the tire hits, it just kind of pushes it away or just knocks it over. And so I really liked these, and that's what I went for. And I just bought like, I think I've bought thousands of them to sell and use and whatnot. And so I've just been going with those. What you can do if you don't want to buy cones, because they can get expensive. They can get really expensive. What you can do, because you have to buy bulk sometimes, and you don't need that many. What you can do is cut 5 tennis balls in half. That's it. Just go to Walmart, get a can of like I think they come in like 3 or 4. Just buy 2 cans so you have some extras. Cut them in half. You can use a kitchen knife. It's gonna take a little bit. Just don't cut yourself. An X-Acto knife or like a razor thing. Anyways, you can cut those. Boom, done. It's easy. Cheap too. And those won't slide around because it's like rubber. And so when you run it over, it just kind of like compresses and it won't slide on you. You'll feel a bump because it's a bump. These will push out of the way. So I like these. And I sell these when you get the either the games booklet, which is going to go away once the drills come out. But you can also get a cone kit with the drills. Do you have a set of cones you sell? You said a while back you thought about selling some. Yeah, I do. But I don't sell them individually. I sell them with the book. So there's a cone kit, so you can just have it. But once again, just honestly, guys, if you want to save some money, and you don't want to, I mean, if you save some money and you're okay with cutting tennis balls, just get the booklet by itself and then cut some tennis balls. It'll be cheaper than the cone kit. But if you're like, I don't want to, and these things are the one thing with the tennis balls cut in half, they take up some space. I mean, these things stack. This is 10 cones. It's easy to fit in a saddlebag. And so that's what I would do. I'll just grab one of those. Stella would be a great, I think she would. She definitely would. She would be a great ESA. She does well, good obedience, everything. She listens when she wants to. I would say about 80% of the time. I was in a hurry to block phishing email, forgot a couple of quotes, and ended up throwing away all email incoming for, oh, shit. I know what my next bike is going to be part of the Tiptoe crew. What are you going to get? Oh, you did not take my mom for a ride last night. Jeez, Jack. And if you did, that's good for you. I just bought cheap mini safety cones from Amazon. They're small enough to fit. Good. Yeah, just whatever works. I was rocking those cheap cones for a while, and they constantly blew away or horribly mangled. Tennis balls are great, yeah. If you have a good design for them, I can make models so I can 3D print them myself. Yeah, I was going to, like 2 years ago, try to talk to somebody. About a year ago, try to talk to somebody in China to create a mold for me. But with all the tariff stuff going on, it might just be too much. So I order them myself. I got to pay a premium because I'm not making them myself. But it is what it is. CB75 or CB750. Nice. TPU is a bastard. Yeah. Just think if your dog is a therapy dog, you can take her to Home Depot or Lowe's. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the big thing here is when I'm moving to the new apartment, that's another thing I got to send them some information. It'll remove the pet rent. I mean, I can already take her anywhere as a service dog. But for some reason it has to be an ESA for housing, which is weird. And she does that for me. She does all that stuff for me. She's definitely a support animal, emotional support animal. All right, what else do we got? Oh, yeah. So I caught up with the chat. We got 21 likes. Let's see if we can get to 40. We got 45 people in here. One thing that I've kind of strayed away from and then realized that it was really good for me. Something that I was doing a lot after my divorce a couple years ago. Went from being a family man, like stepfather and all that stuff, obviously a husband and all that, moving out of my home, having to sell the home, all these things, which I'm still kind of frustrated about. It was a 15-year mortgage at like a 2.1% interest rate. It was rough. I wish I kept it. I wish I could have kept it. Anyways, like moving into by myself, and now I have all this free time, right? I'm like, oh damn, like, what do I do? And so I really dove into work. One thing I was neglecting, you guys remember that long beard? I was a little chubby. I think I was like 180 to 185, 190 at my heaviest, down to 158 now. But I immediately went straight into working out. I had to create a whole new life schedule for me. Started reading a lot of books, started listening to a lot of podcasts on philosophy and whatnot. And it was just kind of like, okay, when I'm interested in here, just in like, okay, workout, blah, blah, blah. It was just kind of jumbled. I just had all the materials that I needed, like physical fitness, intellectual fitness, emotional fitness. I like saying fitness because that's kind of like, it feels like I'm working out in a way. And I created and I was learning a lot about pedagogy and andragogy and all this other stuff and different things when it comes to education. And that really helped out with creating the courses and whatnot. And I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and put myself through a homeschool. I'm going to treat it like I'm homeschooling myself. Because it's really what I was doing. I was basically at home or at the office here and working and whatnot. It's like, let's create a homeschool because I can't work, the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. I'm going to burn myself out. I've done that before. So it's like I got to find a work-life balance. And so I created like this homeschool thing for myself. So I would have like PE class. Like I treated it like it was a class because everyone's gone through school. That structure is really nice. And then through academies, I really like the academies that I've been through. Been through, 1, 2, 3, 4 different fire/EMT academies. in my career. And then I love going and doing continuing education and stuff. So it's like I really like the structure of a school academic type thing. So I created like a PE class, which was my physical fitness. So PE was in the morning. I've always liked it in high school when PE was in the morning. So I could take a quick shower, and then boom, I'm good for the rest of the day. And so like PE in the morning, which was like my workouts in the gym. And then I had like, instead of like math, English, chemistry, all that other stuff, because those are like subjects, I converted it to like, okay, here's the book I'm going to learn for the next hour. So I do like PE, then do a book while I'm like doing my I was taking a shower, I was listening to it on the phone because I was doing audiobooks, and I was like, while I was doing my morning stuff, I was listening to the audiobook. I take Stella for a walk, I was listening to the audiobook. So like for that hour block, I was doing that. And whatever the book was about. A few books that I really liked was Laws of Human Nature, Mastery by Robert Greene, those two by Robert Greene. And then there's a few other ones that were like relationship stuff or like whatever it is I was learning, like business and whatnot. So it would rotate. That's how I got like so many books. I mean, I got a ton of, I was making records on how much I was listening, and then podcasts kind of fulfilling some of that other stuff. Like I'll listen to a Robert Greene podcast to hear like his conversational part about the book. And then I'd switch off to like, okay, now go to work. And so then I'd have like a 3 or 4 hour block where it's like boom, work. So like creating content, doing live stream, whatever it was that I was doing. And then afterwards, let's say 3 o'clock, I gave myself like school's out at 3 o'clock. And then at least once or twice a week, I would have like an extracurricular. So it'd either be like go out on a date or take myself out on a date, or which would be like me going bowling by myself, or me going out to dinner by myself, or me going, going hiking, or like a field trip type thing. And obviously weather permitting, 'cause in the heat, it's a lot. Go to the movies by myself. I would have like a field trip like once or twice a week. And then weekends were like off, like in school. So weekends would be just doing whatever. I'm used to doing chores on the weekend, so I'd do like wake up Saturday, do some chores first thing in the morning, and then like depending on what it was, like summertime and whatnot, I'd go to the pool. I'd go do something, and I really liked it. And I strayed away from it because I stopped. I felt like I had like a summer break or whatever, or like I just stopped, and I never got back into school. And something that I'm putting back on the schedule, because this is a Q3 of the year. July is the start of it, and usually the first month I'm prepping for the last 2 quarters of the quarter, last 2 months of the quarter. And I looked at my old notes, I looked at my old schedule, and it's like I really liked it, and I like the structure and the discipline of it. It's like you wake up, you have this, you have these morning duties, you have PE, you have this, you have this, you have this, you have this. And it makes it to where I don't have to think. And I really liked it. And I know a lot of you guys can't really, I don't know if a lot of you guys can relate. I don't want to say I'm unique or anything, but like as a content creator, influencer, business owner, whatever connotation that I have, I could literally do nothing, obviously achieve nothing. I have the freedom to achieve nothing, the freedom to achieve as much as I want. I know I remember when I was a firefighter, it's like I had to show up to work, did the work. Like I didn't have freedom to do anything for 24 hours straight. I basically was just, that's where I was, that's what I am. And I know a lot of people that go to like a 9 to 5, that's exactly what it is. Like you just go to work, and then you really only have that freedom after work for the most part. I have the freedom every day. And that's when I tell you guys, like, I'm really blessed and I'm thankful for you guys, because it gives me freedom, which can be a problem, but it's a blessing and at the same time. So there involves a ton of discipline when it comes to doing what I do. Like you have to have it. And the thing is, if you don't have a schedule for yourself, you're not going to have it. You're just going to just kind of wing every day. And so I want to get back into that discipline essence. I was just kind of like, hey, I'm going to work out. I got my workout schedule. Hey, I'm going to listen to an audiobook or do this if I want. It was basically like if I want. And so now it's like we're back into it. September is going to be the new Smart Rider Games because it's going to give me this month to kind of prep and get my personal life in order when it comes to the moving and everything. And then August, it's really going to take off to where it's like, this is my new discipline schedule. We're going to do it for 60 days, and then I'm going to reevaluate October, which is going to be the fourth quarter, which now I got to start worrying about taxes. I already know every fourth quarter taxes and tax preparation's a lot of fun. So what I want to do is this quarter really get myself in this solidified schedule. Fourth quarter, October through December, is I really want to share that with you guys. And what I do here on this channel, yeah, it's motorcycle road strategy, but and training and whatnot. What I do here, and I've been doing since the beginning, is that everything I've learned and have put into my own life, I start to share the structure that has worked for me. And so all the road strategy and all that stuff, that has what's worked for me to keep me safe riding on a motorcycle, so I share it now. And so everything I'm going to be doing in the structure of the homeschooling personal life is going to be what I share with you guys now. And a lot of that is going to be part of the Smart Rider crew, where we're going to I want to, at a certain point, host like not challenges. And and that's the thing, is I don't expect everybody to be able to do what I'm doing, because like I said, a lot of people have 9-to-5s or different work schedules and whatnot. Let's say I'm listening to a certain book, or I'm trying to complete a book this month or whatever, or I'm trying to do a fitness challenge this month, because in November I have the Spartan race. And then maybe this month I have a challenge when it comes to how many drills I do. Like, I'm going to create challenges for myself and whatnot. And my goal is to have like this monthly challenge cohort group of us, and you can join me in whichever one you want to do. And so, yes, I'll have like 3 or 4 challenges for myself, 3 or 4 disciplines and responsibilities for myself that I'm doing, but I'm inviting anybody to join 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 with me if you want. So if your goal is to like get physically, like better physical shape, my goal is to be able to share with you like my workout program and what I'm doing, because I create my own. I was a peer fitness trainer for the fire department, and I was actually an ISSA certified personal trainer for a while, and I had a couple clients that I trained. And I was a powerlifting records and whatnot, so I know what the discipline takes to achieve certain things. Not a bodybuilder, but mainly just body composition and basic overall body health is what I focus on. And then the mental fitness, the intellectual fitness. Love to share some of the mental stuff that I go through, emotional regulation and whatnot. When it comes to, I also do therapy every month. So stuff like insights that I would like to share. Listen to some of you guys, see what you have to do. I can share maybe some helpful information. Maybe listen. That's really what it comes down to. And the intellectual fitness stuff. Like, what book am I reading and learning about right now? And then maybe we can have like a little book club for that section, that challenge. And then obviously the motorcycle stuff. Obviously that. I'll share all that, because that's what I do here anyways. So that's kind of the goal. And if it doesn't work well with DanDanTheFireman YouTube, not a lot of people like it. That's going to be the point of the Smart Rider crew, is because you guys want to grow in all aspects, have a structured discipline, and that's another thing, is I could possibly help out, helping you develop your own. Because really, at the end of the day, it doesn't take a lot of time. Like, a workout that I like to do is about 30 to 45 minutes long. It's just that you're focused on it. Listening to an audiobook, focused 30 minutes. Maybe you're kind of doing other things for another 30 minutes, but you're doing it in about an hour. And so really, it's like an hour, 2 hours a day. And you already spend that watching TV. You already spend that maybe playing video games. You already spend that doing something else. And the thing is, with audiobooks, you can listen to audiobooks while you're walking your dog or going for a walk, and maybe even working out. So the goal is to really just kind of get everyone to join in on like a 30 minutes to an hour challenge with me every week. Do that every day, but for like, we'll check in every week. I'm doing like 3 or 4 hours a day of this homeschool stuff. And so I want to get back into it because I remember that explosive growth in maturity, basically, and discipline, and just kind of focusing on doing versus thinking about doing. I remember that, and it's kind of waned a little bit. Now it's like half and half. I'm doing half thinking, half doing. I remember back then it was just doing, and I just remember lots of good insights, lots of journaling, lots of great things happening. And so a lot of it's taking stock of where I'm at. It's taking stock of, where you are in life. So we're going to go over some of that stuff. On the crew member app, is the Smart Writer Drills the new one, or do I need to purchase the new one? So if you're if you're on the Writing Smart website, so I'm actually going to take some of this stuff off, just so you guys are aware. You have to be a member to achieve this. So this right here, that's the new one. This is the new one. This one gets updated whenever there's a new drill. The book obviously can't be updated right away. The PDF that comes with the download can be updated right away. Obviously, I have to print those out. So this one is the new one. You don't need to purchase another one if you have this on the website, thewritingsmart.com. Yeah, I guess you guys are competing to be the biggest fan. Let's go back to the office real quick. Schedule your free time a bit more. Yeah, that's another thing. Scheduling free time is... A lot of people are like, I don't want to schedule free time. That's what free time's all about. It's like, well, if you just kind of like, here I have free time, you realize that you're probably doom scrolling on your phone for like 45 minutes straight. And if you realize, oh shoot, that's 45 minutes I could have dedicated towards learning a new skill or doing something, that's important. So it's a lot of like, okay, for this amount of time, I'm going to focus on this. Hey, how you doing, Hog Rider? I'm going to focus on this. And then, yeah, maybe give yourself 15 minutes on the phone. Whatever it is. Why do I not do bikers videos anymore? Does he even post them anymore? I know he changed his I think he changed it to like motorcycle education or something like that. But I don't think he posts videos much. Let's take a look. Oh, he has the bikers. Does he?
All I'm gonna say is that these are the...
Oh, he did post. I thought he changed his... Let's take a look.
Don't do it, bro. I will defend myself.
Ma'am, I am so sorry.
You deserve it.
Ma'am,
The police, bro. Hey, if I'm gonna...
This is like road... Some of it's like road rage. Some of it's road rage. I might have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, that's what I'm going to start sharing a little bit. I got to solidify my own routine first before I start sharing it, because I don't want to like blow it out. But I'll be talking to you guys. I'll be talking to you guys on the live streams about it. And that's a little update. So how's everyone else's weekend though? We're going to get started soon. We got 30 likes. Let's see if we can get 50 and we'll head into the classroom. How's everybody else doing? How's everybody else doing? Man, I am thirsty. I forgot to bring my water bottle. I am thirsty. I think I might have to go down to the cafeteria down here at the MTC Rider Academy. I think I'm going to have to get something to drink. I'm going to go grab something to drink. I'm going to come back. Let's get to 50 likes. I want you guys in the chat to be telling new people, hey, let's get to 50 likes. But also write down how your weekend was and what you did. And when I come back, we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to head into the classroom. All right, I'll be right back. Let's go ahead and let's do this. Boom. All right. Let's go over some stuff. You got some cones from Amazon. Okay, very nice. Laguna Seca. Very cool. I got myself a Pop-Tart. Electrolyte. Played video games and applied to jobs. Nice. Played a little bit of Helldivers. They just made a little update on it. Moto America. You worked in the pits. Is that like as a job, or are you able to go to the pits? Brother-in-law's 40th birthday, and we rented a party bus and went brewery hopping. Oh, that sounds fun. And it's kind of weird eating in front of you guys. I already don't like it. I worked all weekend, but on my lunch break, I got to see lots of bikes that were in town for the Harley homecoming event. What's that all about? Lake Day? That's a good one. Lake days are always fun. Rugby? What kind of series do you watch, Colin? I spent way too much time watching Love Island this weekend. It is a train wreck to watch these people try to create an emotional connection with people on a game show. It's terrible. Thousand people at the party. To your bro's annual birthday party and block. Damn. 1,000 people. Man, I haven't been to a block party in forever. Someone drove over your foot. You're still recovering, Hog Rider. What I missed, just not much. I had to get something to drink and eat real quick. I just talked about doing physical fitness stuff, and I'm eating a Pop-Tart. I do meal prep, though. I love having some ground beef and rice as just meal prep real quick. Tried Love is Blind. I watched one of the seasons. Is that the one where they're in the pods? Pop-Tarts are smart. I'm eating a strawberry one. I watched the last season on Love is Blind, I guess, and it's wild. Doesn't make any sense. All of them have their shtick. Also watch Temptation Island. Why am I sharing this? Watch Temptation Island. I don't get all these dating gaming shows. Okay, I mean, I get it. Okay, let's say I get it. All right, I get it. Fun drama. That's what you're there for. But it's like every contestant thinks, I don't know if they're saying it or whatever the producers are telling them what to say, but they all think they're going to find love or test their love because, like, Temptation Island. It's like, has there ever been a successful anything from one of these shows when it comes to, like, finding a long-term relationship? It reminds me of, like, the worst form of speed dating. I've never done speed dating, but that's what I assume it would be like. The worst form of it. Exactly. Love happens when you least expect it, when you're not even really looking for it. And that's kind of like where I'm at. Not where I'm at. I'm already, boom, in it. I love it. But when it comes to that, the personal growth thing that I was talking about, when it comes to the homeschooling thing, the idea that really I was focused on is like, I need to be a better person. I just need to focus on me, focus on this. I mean, I just got out of this long-term 7.5 years, as a stepfather, all these things. It's like, I need to focus on me, and I need to be better and better and better. And I've always thought that, but it's like, I never really had the opportunity to focus on me heavily because, I had kids or stepkids to like take care of and whatnot in a relationship. Business and all employees and all this stuff. Never really had time to focus on me, and that's why I was like overweight, didn't look great. Boom, I was just focused on me for like two plus years, and things just started happening. I was attracting, I guess, in a way. I wasn't trying to find anything, and that's how it starts. That's how it is. And then like these TV shows, like Love Island, Love is Blind, Temptation Island. Why are they always on islands, by the way? It's like really good for those that are like anxiously attached. Because you can just start love bombing people, because that's the whole point of like some of these shows is like you love bomb them so you can have like this immediate connection. And then after the limerence stage, not even the honeymoon stage, not even a honeymoon yet. After the limerence blows away and you start to like get annoyed by like the nose hairs they have or whatever, or the little mannerisms they have, then they like cheat on each other on the show. I don't know, it's weird. You met on Match. It's hard to, yeah, that's another thing. It's hard to find people out in public and whatnot. I met my girlfriend on Bumble. Everyone's so busy. I'm over here like with a pretty good schedule. I'm all going to like places at 2 in the afternoon. And it's like, oh yeah, everyone's at work. And I don't want to be out after 5 because I don't like people. I don't like traffic. Yeah, until you live with someone. And I think that's what they're trying to simulate with like with what's the one I'm watching? Love Island. They're forcing them to like sleep in bed together and like live together. How you doing, Smee? We're talking about girl reality TV. Wow, I finished a Pop-Tart. This is a great motorcycle training channel, huh? I don't know. Makes for good TV, I guess. But it annoys the crap out of me because I'm all sitting there. She's laughing at all the chaos. And I'm over there like, wow, she's not actively listening. Gosh, Huda, you guys watching? Any of you guys are watching Love Island? Oh my gosh, what a train! I'm not. They just had the finale this last week, and I'm like halfway through the season. Yeah, we're kind of making fun of it a little bit. It's me. I'm like, man, not actively listening. She's deflecting everything. She's getting defensive on this. This dude is actually expressing his feelings and listening and reciprocating and showing empathy, perspective shifting. Like I'm all like sitting there like, what the heck? Yeah, it makes me sad too, Horvath. And that's another thing is it's almost like TV's version of social media, right? Horvath, I know you have some really good opinions and you like to deep dive and steel man some things and everything. So it's like I love it when you just kind of throw things like that out. And for me, it's like I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm worried. I'm actually worried that men and women, I mean, because this shows the demographics, mainly for like 20, 30, basically all women. I'm worried like that's how they, how people when they watch this, that's how they think. Like that's how things are supposed to go. And so then that's almost like I think my version, because I'm 38 now, my version of it was like the Disney movies, like the Princess Disney movies. Like now all these women my age or whatever are like, I want to be a princess, have princess treatment and whatnot. It's like it's so unrealistic on a lot of these things. And I'm going off topic here, but it's like so unrealistic on a lot of these things. It's like that's not how real life works. None of this is how real life works. One's a cartoon, another one is a reality TV show where none of this stuff ever happens. Yeah, everything's so scripted. Like this isn't reality. It's like imagine trying to like they're all living on an island, dating and making connections and exploring things. It's like imagine having to do all that after like a 9-to-5 job and you're exhausted, and now you have to actually interact with somebody, like you go on a date or you interact with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and now you have to do that, but you're also exhausted and you're tired, you're hungry, and it's like it's not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna say the right things. So like your makeup's all messed up. The dude is sweaty and gross because he's been working a job and he just wants to go home, take a shower, maybe relax a little bit. It's like none of it is real. None of it's real. You guys wake up, immediately get to put on an hour and a half worth of makeup. Dudes are making breakfast for everybody, and then you guys just lounge around talking to each other all day. It's like your only job is to hang out, right? Your only job is to hang out and talk. It's like none of you guys are working. None of you guys are doing anything that's gonna put you in a position that you don't have to have like your best self at all times. I don't know. It's just all wild. But it makes for good TV. It allows me to like see what like other humans are doing in life. And it doesn't seem like they're doing too well. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to like my weekend. That's what I pretty much did my whole weekend. And it's fun, as a guy. I mean, you see the Instagram reels and the memes and whatnot. It's like when the boyfriend isn't interested in your show, and then all of a sudden it's like 6 episodes in, he's like freaking out at the TV. That's me. That's true. I'm like, and then some of them I'm like, I remember that kind of relationship. I've been in one of those, and that dude's he's not gonna love life. He's gonna hate himself. It's gonna give all his brain power. And that's what I keep going back to this. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. I know we're about an hour in. Usually we go straight into the stuff, but like I said, I had to get some stuff. That's why I'm focused on sharing like that personal discipline and getting a schedule for yourself so you can find your purpose as a man. 95% of us on this channel are men. I know, Missy, you're not one of them, but a lot of men don't they don't really know what's going on, a personal identity. And so like my goal is to hopefully help some people get that personal identity and have that strong structured foundation. And that's good for men or women too. It really is good for women too. You don't want to be codependent in a relationship. That's not good. I think having an interdependence. A lot of people are like, I want to be independent. It's like, well, then why are you in a relationship? I think interdependence is good. And what that does is there are some things that you can rely on and depend on, but I would say for men, 90% of the time you're taking care of yourself and someone else. And then maybe 10% you can rely. But I think that's really important. What's my political view? I'm definitely more right-leaning. I do have some social progressivism. I don't know. But it's mainly right-leaning and then a little bit of libertarian. I think less government's always good. Less government. And that's coming from somebody that runs his own business. And it's like every single time I have to jump through hoops just to provide stuff, like for you guys, I'm like, if I just didn't have these hoops and this red tape or like all this bull crap that I have to deal with, I could just move quicker. I can deliver the information quicker. I can start helping quicker, but I just have to deal with bull crap all the time. And so less government would be great because they're the only ones that are creating the rules. Yeah, it really depends on the issue. Like, here's the thing, is like, I don't like paying taxes. Not because it's like I have less money and whatnot. It's like I don't like paying taxes because of what the taxes are being spent on. That's it. I would love to pay taxes, and I'd be proud. I'd be proud to pay my taxes and be like, heck yeah, here's a check. Boom. If it was meant for things that I want. And what that is public safety. That's kind of really it. Public safety and then infrastructure. That's like, and when I say infrastructure, I mean energy production, I mean roads, I mean like, yeah. Like, I don't want to pay. I truly believe people can, the whole bootstrap thing, I truly believe, like I said, if less red tape, less things, with education, there's definitely a road to success somewhere. I think a lot of people get caught up on, they see somebody, here's the biggest thing. They see somebody doing something great, making a lot of money, being successful and everything. And I know this. A lot of people are like, I want that. But what a lot of people don't know, because coming from me of doing this for a long time, is like YouTube and whatnot, and my shtick, the motorcycle training and everything, and live streams and having fun with the green screen and all that. This is what I'm good at. This is what I enjoy. And so I put effort into it, and I can become successful if I keep innovating. And I see people that are good in different areas, and there's like a small hint of jealousy of just like the success, which motivates me to be more successful in my stuff. But I'm not sitting here and saying I want exactly what that person has, because I don't have that skill set. I don't have that talent. I don't have that stuff. Like, let's say I want to be like a basketball player. I'm 5'6", 38. I'm not going to be a basketball player, but I would love to have that success. You know, whatever it is they have. I'm never going to get it. That's perfectly fine. I'm not going to force that person to make me successful. I'm going to stay in my lane, be successful in my lane. I'm going to focus on my talents, my own intuitions, my own skills, and develop more skills and do this. And it's like, that's the direction I'll go for success. Get more education in my area. And I think if people just focus on what they're good at, just what they're good at, just focus on what you're good at and dive deeper into that. Stop trying to do 100 different things. Stop trying to be somebody else. Stop trying to focus on like, I want that person's job. I want this person's job, but I don't know how to do it. But I still want the outcome of it. It's like, you get over that. Stop. Just end that mentality. Change your frame of mind of, okay, what are you good at? And you're like, well, I'm not good at anything. Nothing? You're not good at nothing? And that's where the education comes in. It's like, well, then find what you like to do. Find how are you going to do that? And here's the thing, as a parent, you know, your kid's like, I don't know what to do. Okay, well, I'm going to put you in soccer. Okay, you don't like soccer? I'm going to put you in football. Sports are great. I'm going to put you in football. I'm going to put you in this. I'm going to put you in this. I'm going to take you to an art class. I'm going to take you here. We're going to try absolutely all these things until you find out what you're good at, and then, okay, now let's focus on that. Are you trying to get the top fan? See, this is why I had to put on a 4 second delay. You'll get there. It's fine. Just keep chatting. Tell me what you feel like you're good at. And so that's where I lean towards the Republican and libertarian part, because it's like a lot of people are good at things, but then it's restricted by government. A lot of people are good at things, but taxes are paying for people that aren't good at things, that just want the benefits. And so it's like, okay, let's reduce taxes, let's reduce government waste, let's reduce government red tape. So, and then increase our education. Like, let's get better at educating people in different areas and try to give people opportunities to explore different things. But they have to explore things. Like, you can't just be like, here's a certificate, now you can do it, because a lot of people can't. You have to actually earn these things. And it's like, just go explore, go do your thing, find out. Yeah, we're gonna watch Crash's Micro. We're just having a good time right now. And it's like, just do that. I don't know. You find a hobby. You're a good peacemaker. I mean, I bet you'd be a good that's the thing, good mediator. Like, there's a path. Be a mediator. Okay, well, I don't want to it's like, I don't want to learn about law. Okay, well, you don't have to be a mediator in, like, court. What about a peer mentor, a peer mediator, or start going down the psychology route? Well, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, then what about, volunteering in your church and then hosting a Bible study or doing these things? Maybe sometimes they have jobs for that. Like, if you're good at peacemaking, like, get more education in that direction. It's like, you're good at, I don't know, you're good at content creation, become a YouTuber, try your best, Yes, me. I mean, like, there's so many different things. There's so many different things that a lot of people are like, oh, I'm stuck. And I was like, yeah. You're stuck because you're stuck. You're stuck because you choose to be stuck. I get it. It's tough. Change is hard. And that's the thing. And that's what I want to tell you guys. Like, that's the thing. Like, the stuff that a lot of people want, it's usually hard to achieve, right? Well, then that means that if you stick with it and you do the hard things over and over again, you're going to have less competition the harder it gets, which means you're going to be more successful the harder it is, and you keep working at it. So one sec. I saw Crockett's. I did it. I passed my MSF and fully endorsed now. Thanks so much for all the tips and tricks. Crockett's Adventures has passed his MSF. Congrats. Cloud9, thank you once again. I'm a newer rider coming up in the third year with 22,000 miles, and you've been there for all of them. You're awesome, and thank you. And I'm glad you're having a great time on that bike, man. Yeah. And that's another thing, like, Horvath, I'm inclusive. Like, here's the thing is, like, a lot of people are like, let's have success and pull the ladder up. I think it's a very closed off mindset. If you have success, share it. Make the ladder easier. Turn the ladder into an escalator if you can. Let's get more people successful, which in turns makes a better society. So I think that's where I'm like that more left leaning. So I think a lot of people pull up that ladder after they or close the door behind them. And it's like, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's make everyone successful. There's plenty to go around. As long as you do the work. As long as everyone does the work. I can't do the work for you. As long as everyone does the work. The goal of those that have made it to success doing the hard work, it's not necessarily, I'm going to keep doing the hard work so everyone else can have an easy life in terms of I'm going to give you the benefits of my hard work. It's like, here's my hard work. If it's this much hard work to get to where I'm at, I'm really going to work hard to reduce the amount of hard work, but it's still going to be hard. But it's not going to be like what I had to do. It's going to be like this. Now here's the pie that you can start off with. And I think that's where good mentors and parents come into play. You have to do the hard work before you can do the smart work. So like, you know, like what's the saying? Like work smart or whatever. It's like, well, you have to work hard first to be able to work smart. All right, guys, 50 likes. We're going to go into class. That's another thing is I never want to retire. Never want to retire. Because the moment I retire, that means I'm done fulfilling my purpose, and I don't want to do that. Ooh, instant teleporter. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, that's yeah. But it's like you have to work hard before you can work smart. I think a lot of people want to work smart and they go through that perfectionism and they never get to actually moving. They keep trying to think their way out of things. And it's like, no, you gotta work hard first. I'm trying to mentor here. I mean, that's a lot of the point of what I do here is I'm giving you guys the information I learned through firefighting and driving the ambulance and the fire trucks and all the professional driving courses I had to take to even be certified to do that, and all the years of riding. And it's like just passing on my knowledge. That's really at the end of the day what it is. It's like I had to come up with all the stuff on my own. I really wish somebody else would be able to try to compete with me almost. And I get to watch them, they get to watch me, and then there's 100 people competing with me on doing after action reviews. And it's like, oh, I really liked how you did that. And so now we start collaborating, and it's almost impossible. And that's one of the tough things, like I said, when you do things that are hard, a lot of people don't want to do it, or can't do it, or don't feel like doing it. And then I'm the only one that's successfully doing it. And it's like, come on, it's just a green screen. It's just a green screen. It's just a green screen. I learned about all this stuff on YouTube. It just broke the immersion. Oh no. But we are gonna get started on this. We got 2 videos. We're gonna do Crash Bandito today. It's not a blue screen. Because if it was blue, then the shirt I'd be invisible. You want to do it in Spanish? I mean, it's just a matter of... So OBS software. It's OBS software. I just click buttons. Class in. Class out. AAR. I have it all set up. OBS. Multiple monitors. Green screen. Do the chroma key thing. So I'm up here. Insta360 filters. Chroma key. Color correction. A little bit of sharpening. Cropped it out. But it's just chroma key. Make some adjustments. There's YouTube videos on how to do it all. Elad, you're really trying to get it. You're number 1 now, Elad. What did that put you at? Colin has 150 experience. You have 150. It's Missy has 150. You guys are tied for basically first. Horovac, you have 150 experience too. Like, I don't get it. I honestly don't understand. Let me go ahead and pop this out. So like the top fans. I don't understand this whole thing. Yeah, I don't know what the competing thing is all about. Like, can you guys see who the top fans are yourself? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah, it's weird. YouTube did that. I didn't do that. It's a YouTube thing. They just announced it, I guess, or launched it. But we do have, like I said, we have the new book. I'm going to be expressing this. I'll tell everyone that I should be getting a shipment. In fact, let me see if they updated the UPS shipping so I can have a better idea. Did they update it? No, they didn't. All right, I want to track it, though. But it did say it will be between July 18th, Friday of this week, or Wednesday of next week. So probably Friday next week I'll be able to ship them out. Which, what day is that? What's Friday of next week? 25th. The 25th. All right, what does the top fan say? Elad, you're still Harry. Also, you're up there. Horovac, you guys are all tied for first at 150 experience. I don't get it. Anyways, let me know. Can you guys hear the music? Oh, 1 second. Switching songs. Let me go ahead and put it on this song. Yeah, it's super low. I feel like you guys can hear that. I don't want it to be loud. You have tinnitus? I get that every now and then. Fast Tour Man. So the digital version's available. So if you just do the digital download only, you should be able to get it on your phone. And this is what it looks like on your phone, which I need to update it. And here's the thing, if I update it, if you already get it, if you buy it and I update it, I have the opportunity to send out an email saying you have the updated version. So every time I update the digital version, I always do an update email to everyone else so they can re-download it, the updated version. Eli, you had a video on MotoStars? Yeah, the Anaconda version got messed up. See how it says exit? It should say start and exit. So I messed up the Anaconda, so I'll have to update that one. But you can get the digital version. But physical version here. All right, guys, we're gonna jump into this. I gotta start going because, like I said, I have a meeting at 2, so I gotta get home. I got a shipment to do. So 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. Whoa, we got a Horovac, or not. I said Horovac. I just saw your name on there. I got to restart that. The Crash Bandito. Horovac didn't make this video. Crash Bandito made this video. We're doing this live. We're doing this live. I gotta restart it. 1 sec. Let me delete that file real quick so I don't accidentally edit that one. All right, here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, we have a Crash Bandito video today. I think this is the newest one. We're going to go and take a look at it. We're going to go over Crash and close calls. He's having a fun time in his wheelies. But let's take a look. All right, So we're going to go over the plan method. We're going to go ahead and turn this into a safety exercise.
A rider in La Luz Trail, New Mexico.
La Luz
was
Trail.
traveling through a lot of turns when one
Let's take a
rider
look.
leaned in just a bit too far.
These guys are having a little fun. Let's see. Okay, so lean too far, probably low side. Let's take a look at this. So nice curves, having some fun, really racing it. And there it is. Interesting. You typically see someone go
The biker said he attempted
wide.
to pass another rider midterm,
Okay.
but crossed the double yellow line. in the
Double yellow,
process,
okay.
causing his front wheel to slip out.
Didn't
from
look like
under.
it was a double
What do
yellow.
you think caused the crash? Let me know in
Well, he's got some knobbies on, so it's going to cause a little bit of traction loss. That's a fun-looking
the
bike,
comments
though.
below. Mid-turn passes are quite risky. They cut your margin for error, and crossing the double yellow line can mean unstable pavement. Always pass on a straight and
Good.
clear section.
Okay, I like that Crash Bandito put that out, that you want to pass on a clear and straight section, because when you're leaning over, you're using traction for that turn, and then when you have to speed up the pass and lean even further to cross over here, you're using too much traction. So when you're vertical, much easier. You have more traction to apply for that acceleration. So when we got here, he said that he went over the double yellow, but we started to fall before getting the double yellow. So right here, though, oh, we don't have our pen out. We're going to go over just a little bit. And so what he's doing is that he's accelerating, obviously, in the turn. He's turning really hard, leaning in. And so we have a little bit of traction. So the moment he tries to push it in even further, the turning, to go for that pass to get over here, obviously, to pass, we accelerate too hard, we lean too hard, we lost traction. We didn't hit the double yellow. So what he was talking about when it comes to the double yellow is that, yeah, this is all grippy stuff. This is all asphalt. It's basically like sandpaper if you really want to think about it. And then when you get over paint, it kind of fills in that sandpapery area. So now it's more smooth. And so what he's trying to get at here is that once you cross the double yellow in a turn, it becomes smooth and then you lose traction. But we started losing traction before that, right there. And we're thinking right now the front tire is getting close to that yellow line, but that back tire is what slid out. So the back tire slid out because we accelerated really hard, turning even harder and trying to pass. So if you're racing your buddies, it's not a good idea to pass like this. Pass on that straightaway. I get it. Like you see MotoGP people pass on turns and everything, but we have knobby tires. We don't have the slicks that they have on MotoGP and the track and everything. And maybe there's a road surface hazard. So there's just, you see how I'm coming up with all these different factors when it comes to a crash? Well, if you start adding too many factors, you can crash or you have a close call. He could have just lost traction, gained traction. That's not what happened here. He low-sided. And then once we hit the ground, let's go back just real quick, just a little bit. That's not flesh. I believe, I hope it's not flesh. No. Okay, so that's fabric. So I believe these are motorcycle jeans because that looks like aramid fibers. So this is like the normal like cotton that you would have on these motorcycle jeans. And then you have a knee insert, hopefully, when it comes to armor. And then this is the aramid fibers being ripped up and the armor is being impacted. But you notice how it's right on the knee. So this is why, as smart riders, we acquire and use personal protective equipment just in case something happens. Hopefully, we're not the ones causing the crash, you know, because we're speeding, trying to pass on a turn and all that stuff. If something just happens, I'm hoping that you have gear so that we can protect our body just in case. So overall, it's pretty bad.
The double yellow. Let me know when the double yellow line can mean unstable pavement.
Yep.
Always pass on a straight and clear section.
I agree.
A biker from Hamirpur, India.
Oh, India.
Traffic, something that's never
Got lots.
As you're-
No, it's not a good thing. Not a good thing. We're also filming on 12 frames per second. And we increase our speed. Oh, so how did that happen? Okay, real quick, though. We're kind of going in and out. We're doing crazy stuff, putting ourselves in high risk, head-on collision, possibly pedestrians right there. We have a car right there. We're having to speed and go in and out and in and out. It's just not going to be a good situation. We're putting a lot of factors involved.
we're about to see.
And then right here, he sees that there's a side of the vehicle coming up. We pass it, and now we're doing direct steering on the turn, okay? So you see him, he's going to do a direct steering real quick. We're leaning hard. We're basically doing emergency swerves back and forth, and it's not really riding. Riding is just going straight, swerving if you have to, and making easy turns with counter steering. Here, we're putting way too much on the handlebars, and what's going to happen is that we might lose traction, and it's going to kind of jump. And I'm sure some of you guys have done this on a bicycle. like a BMX bike, you accidentally turn it too quick and it folds the tire a little bit, and then you fall over. That's what's happening here, but we're doing it at higher speed. See? Right there. We're just kind of doing this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not when you're riding at higher speeds. You can do that in the parking lot if you really want to practice your turns and your stuff. You can do that in a parking lot with the Smart Rider drills because we're having to do amazing turns, but you're only going about 15. I don't even think you're doing 20, about 15 miles per hour. You can grab one of these books. It's on pre-order right now. I just got the shipment information so that this should be available July 18th or the 23rd, so in between that time. So I'll be shipping those out. It's on pre-order. Check it out. You get a digital version too. So if you want to practice and put this on your phone, go ahead and do so. You have all these different drills. Put it on your phone. I use a rock form mount. There's a link in the description for that too, for 20% off. But practice that in the parking lot. Don't do that at higher speeds. This is what's going to happen.
He's okay. But weaving like this reduces your control, limits reaction time, and makes you unpredictable to others.
Yep.
So stay in your lane and ride smooth.
Hey, good job,
In
Crash
Thomasville,
Bandito.
North Carolina, a biker was riding with his friends
let's see
when
what
a truck
happens
did
here.
something that makes no sense at all.
Oh,
He managed to
let's
dodge
find
it,
out.
But his friends weren't so lucky.
Okay, so we have a nice little 360 camera on the back. Okay, so somebody pulls out. Nice little switch to the new lane. Oh, his buddy did not.
The first
I think we've
biker
seen this
dodged
one
the
before.
truck, but the two riders behind ended up crashing.
So he's going to go rescue.
I blew the horn.
You got any shit wrong?
No. Okay, is everybody
So he's walking. That's good. So a little bit of road rash on the arm. Okay.
Ask me that again.
Impact is going to hurt.
Are you okay?
So a little bit of emotional reaction.
You're good?
Thankfully, none of the riders hadn't had anything serious. Just a reminder, wearing proper
So if it can do that to the bike, it can do that to your body. So let's take a quick look at what happened here. So we're riding. We have a 360 camera, so we can see the car pulling out right there. Okay, cool. So part of the plan method is that that person took our position for safety. We located it. We're assessing, is it a relevant threat? Yes, it's in our lane. So we have to navigate it. So this first rider navigated to a new position into the next lane using an emergency swerve. Now, an emergency swerve sounds crazy. It's not necessarily last second and then I have to emergency swerve. You could just swerve to the next lane in a very calm way as long as you can see this stuff ahead of time. So he does it, right? Now, you see how far back? It's kind of hard to see. This person is way over here. Way over there. They have time to do that. Now, what did the truck do? Last second. So why did we... You see how he has his foot down? How did we fall and crash before the car? A little bit of a panic, right? Why did that front end fall down on the motorcycle? We slammed that front brake. Okay, so not everything involves applying a ton of brakes. Now, you can do progressive braking where you're applying a little bit to buy yourself some time, like, where's my escape route? And your escape route is close to this line as possible and swerve out of the way. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You don't want to slam the brakes when something comes at you because that's a panic move. Find your escape, go for the escape, get yourself in a new position for safety. So yeah, he didn't hit the vehicle, the bike did, but still.
The first biker dodged the
And the other guy behind him also crashed. That's not a good thing.
truck, but the two riders behind ended up crashing.
I blew the horn. You got any shit wrong? No. Okay, is everybody okay?
So make sure you guys wear gear, start anticipating some of these things, and swerving is good at these higher speeds because braking, you're going to have your total stopping distance way too much. You're not going to be able to stop in time at these speeds. It's best to slow down as much as you can and then swerve, or swerve as quick as possible.
Paid off here, so dress for the slide, not
To
for
a
the
new
ride.
position.
In Bali, Indonesia.
In Bali, we're going to see
Riders
some
were out on
more
a new
craziness, I bet.
Just 2
Let's take a
hours
look.
earlier, heavy rain had drenched the roads. And when you add
Road
speed to
surface
that mix,
hazards?
it of course creates trouble.
Road surface hazards with some water, maybe some oil. So it's not like we're going fast right here. Now we are. Oh, right before the crash. 124 kilometers. I'm assuming kilometers per hour. And that's about 75 miles per hour. So not super high speeds, but maybe for the area. We dumped the bike. Once again, same thing. Slam that front brake. Why did we
Rider
slam the
was
front
fine.
brake?
He had no injuries.
Got a little too
brake
close
or
maybe to
tire
the other
issues.
riders.
He said he was just braking lightly. But even light braking on wet roads can cause a loss of traction. In the rain, it's better to ride slower.
So light braking, even in rain, can cause loss of traction. It can. It can. If you're doing good progressive braking where you're giving a little bit of weight on the front tire and you continuously do that, more and more weight, you can stop in wet conditions. The only problem here, and you think about the different factors, is our front tire. Does it have tread? Is it getting worse? Is it getting bald? Are you having wires showing up in your tire? You start having that issue. Yeah, then applying brakes when you have a bald tire is not going to be good. So make sure you check your tires, make sure it has good tread. Maybe he's applying brakes in oil, because there could be the water gets to lift the oil up. That could be a problem. There's a bunch of different reasons why light rain and applying light brakes can cause you to crash. But this right here, very high speed, probably applied too much too quickly. And so in wet roads, you have to have more, you're going to have more of a total stopping distance because your braking distance is increased because you have less traction. So understand when you're riding in the rain, you're going to have to give yourself more time to stop at that stoplight, more time, more space between you and the vehicle in front of you. You're going to have to give it more time on that acceleration. You don't want to give it too much because the rear tire will spin on wet roads sometimes if you give it too much. Same thing with turning. Easier turns. It means lower speeds typically on a lot of these situations. Crash Bandito.
A group of riders in Spain's Basque region were enjoying the scenic roads when one rider's cornering position didn't do him any favors.
Okay, so cornering crash. Full gear though. It's just that I don't want to hit that guardrail. So full gear, good job so far.
It was at this moment that he knew.
That guy doesn't have full gear, I don't think, right? I think I've seen this one before.
It's
got very lucky.
Sand on the corner played a role in the crash. What do you think?
Yes. So there can be sand on this edge right here because think about it. When it rains, the water goes this way. If the road is designed well, okay, the water goes from the middle to the sides. Now, what does it do when you wash your car? You put water on it. We wash your body. You know, at least water. Some of the dirt will come off. Obviously, you want to use soap. But the water's pushing all the dirt to the gutter area. And so if we go too wide, we start running into some of the road debris. So it does look like the rear tire slid out. He could have applied too much rear brake. You know, he could have slammed that. Or he could have hit dirt, multiple different factors. So the goal when it comes to making these corners is obviously to stay, for me, middle. Less debris is definitely on the left side or towards the center. If you are going so fast that you get shot out to the other side, your speed is also a factor. Too much speed for your skill set. So now you have too much speed for your skill set, you go wide. Now you're in the area where there's debris. Now you might have panicked and applied the rear brake too hard or front brake too hard. Now you're going to have a crash. So the only thing that you really have control over, you can't control the road debris. You can't control, you just can't control the road debris. You can control your speed. You can control your rear brake and progressive braking. So focus on what you can control.
Let me know in the comments below. Thankfully, the rider was fine and walked away, thanks to his gear. This is why proper riding gear matters. It can be the difference between a scare and serious injury. On the trails east of
San Diego, here we go.
Through the curves. Like
Through the curves.
In the last episode,
these curves
collisions are a big cause of accidents in the U.S.
How you doing, Jennifer?
It takes things to a whole new level.
All right, so having some fun in the curves, not going fast. Oh, yeah, that will do it. Yeah, due to respect to what? The deer? That will do it. You can't control that. That's why as a smart rider, we acquire and use personal protective equipment. Oh, there's that crash. Never mind, that's the thing.
Luckily, the biker was fine. No visible injuries.
Okay, so right here, it probably hit his front brake, but definitely hit his handlebar, so it knocked him into traffic. And so we start to slide up and over, have leg trauma. We're gonna have a bad day. So wear gear.
Luckily, the biker was fine. No visible injuries, according to him.
Post-accident?
No bone breaks or injuries to organs, just sprains and bruising on the hips and hands. Yep. Airbag vest and the rest of the gear was vital in the head-on collision. Yes.
I can move
good.
around. I can get up. I can go to the gym. I just have to be careful with this hand here.
Left hand hit.
Good. Things are sore when I move around, but no injuries, like they said. Just
In areas where wildlife
Lucky.
is common, always scan beyond the road.
Definitely lucky.
Especially near curves.
So
or
airbag
low
vest
visibility
really
spots.
protected
And
his
if you do see an animal,
upper
brake
body.
firmly but don't swerve. It's often safer to stay in control than to risk crossing into oncoming traffic.
Yeah,
This biker
there's
from
not much you could do in that
Florida thought an undercover
situation, though.
Mustang was trying to race him, so the speeds quickly got out of hand. But then, the cop tried to cut him off mid-ride.
100, 110. Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, cut him off. Like, why are we, guys? Just don't race random vehicles. Don't go speeding. You don't know if they're cops or if they're just. If you do beat somebody that's a normal person, they get pissed off. I mean, it's not worth it.
Oh my god.
I don't know why we dumped the bike like that. I don't really care too much about all of this stuff. How about we just don't speed, guys?
Hopefully that's a wake-up.
A rider in College Station, Texas, was riding on his
Station,
arm out in the
Texas.
rain when things took a turn.
Rain. Oh, road surface hazards. Look how slippery that looks. It looks like it just rained, and it looks like it's a concrete road. I mean, just look at. Whenever I see this right here, especially when you're coming into like you're crossing like the sidewalk portion of it. I mean, look at that. That to me looks like it's a slippery road. That looks to me like a slippery road. So what I'm going to do, and I don't know what's going to happen here yet, is that I'm going to slow down as much as I can here. Hopefully nobody's behind me, but if there is, I'm definitely putting my indicator on quickly. Slowing it down and then making this turn as straight as possible now on the road. So I'm doing most of my turning here at a slower speed, and then I'm going over this straight as possible. I'm taking it easy on this. So we didn't hear. Thankfully it was slow. Talking on his Cardo Pack Talk Pro probably. Link in description if you want 10% off the Pack Talk Edge and everything there.
Yeah, it should be fine.
That sucks.
Absolutely.
A little wet. Make sure it starts.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Yeah.
That was nice.
According to him, the crash happened because he was riding in the rain with slick tires. Wet roads kill grip, especially with the wrong tires.
Hey, look how much it just tore up his regular pants. Just the slick road tore up his regular pants. So make sure you guys wear some actual gear. Now his tires they don't look like they're slicks. It looks like there's still some tread. It's just what I was talking about is that we're leaning onto that really wet concrete. That's gonna be a little bit slippery. That's why I want to go over it nice and straight as much as I can, like vertically. So take it nice and easy.
All right. Oh, I did.
He's got crash bars, so that's gonna protect
Smooth
the bike and
throttle,
everything. So that's
proper
good.
rubber, and taking it easy in corners can make all the difference.
Yes, it can. I like that Crash Bandito puts his little input on
Breast
that.
cancer charity ride drew hundreds of bikers, but things took a turn when troopers used
The
their
Cardo
cruisers to
connect you with
stop
other
one
people?
rider
Yeah, you can. You can do the
knocking him to
Bluetooth or
ground.
the dynamic mesh with other Cardos. Oh, a little mob ride. Probably a little illegal in some areas. So he's coming to the front to possibly stop people up ahead. There's a lot of reckless. Oh, I don't agree with cops hitting motorcyclists, though. I don't agree with a lot of that. There might be a reason
Shows
for
why
it.
It's important to coordinate charity rides.
Fight
with
it in
local
court.
authorities.
I don't think this is a charity ride. I think this is just a, hey, everybody, we're going to do a mob ride on the 405 or whatever. We're doing wheelies. We're doing reckless stuff. It's not worth it to be a part of that kind of group. Definitely
In
doesn't look like a
Mansfield,
charity
Ohio,
ride.
A biker recognized a pickup truck driver from a road rage incident that happened a year ago.
Road
Watch
rage.
how it all plays
Not a
out.
big fan of road.
This-
That was pretty good. Took accountability. Got an opportunity to apologize, and he did. I like that. I like that.
Chinese rider came way too close to disaster.
All right, so we're leaning pretty hard as the low side. Yeah, there it is. Oh.
Now
Great
that's what you call
job.
great brakes. Always make sure yours are solid.
So yeah, he has great brakes, but it also, he has to be able to apply those brakes. So we're coming up to this corner, right? And we lose traction. So we leaned really hard, lost traction, gained traction, got vertical. And instead of panicking, reached for that front brake and applied really good progressive. Now, like you said, probably had good brakes, but really good progressive braking quickly. So you can get a little bit of traction. You can get that initial squeeze off, and it's going to put weight on the front tire, and it's going to give you traction. Then you can go more quickly. You just have to get that first initial traction. And what a lot of people do is you just grab it and slam it. You have to get the initial weight and then more. You have to do that first part.
Chinese rider came way too close to disaster.
So lost traction, gained it, grab, go. Good job.
Now that's what you call great.
Good
Always
job.
Make sure yours are solid. A biker from Cape Town, South
Cape Town.
Africa,
Oh, here we go.
riding
We
when
got
he
some
claims a car
international
started
stuff
brake
going
checking
on.
him. I can't really confirm that part, but what happens next shows just how badly both road users handled the situation.
Okay.
Put your
Oh, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I don't care.
Fault, and it just wasn't worth the time and money. So always
Don't
be
care.
smart and think ahead.
Yep.
This rider from India.
What's up, bro? Hey, man, we're out here in the shop here getting some stuff, and you know, like, hey, what's up, man? All right, here we go. Just left the shop. Okay, so we just left the shop. You obviously didn't buy any gloves. Okay, I get it. This is like the whole motovlog thing. It's like, hey, here's me, but now we're acting like an idiot on the road. Guys, don't do this. Look at all the road debris that we possibly have. So speeding is not a good idea. Just cruise. What's the rush? We hit a rock. Well, he's
Did
like,
you see what brought him down?
yep, I did. See that rock? Right there. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. We're in the middle of a turn, turning like this, hit a rock, we bounce, and then we do this with the handlebars, and then we fall. Just take it easy and go through and do your thing. Like, don't go like woo 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 woo. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not safe to do. So watch for road surface hazards. When we talk about planning our ride, we have to locate these hazardous situations. We have to assess, is it a relevant threat? If I'm right here, it's not. But if I'm aimed right at it, it is. So I have to navigate away from it to put myself in a new position. Hopefully it's never in my path of travel. But if it is, I have to navigate out of it. So if we're just focused on like doing all this and like boo, 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 like having some dumb fun, okay, well, that means we're not paying attention to that or even that up there. But that right there will get you, which it did. Yoink. Oh, wait, there's two. Oh, that's somebody else. So we have a green bike. It's because we're probably racing our buddy through the, I don't know, through the mountain
Did you
area.
see what brought him down?
He almost got hit in the head.
And that's all.
Imagine getting right in the head, even with the helmet.
All it takes to drop a bike. Always keep your eyes scanning ahead. Even tiny debris can mess with your line.
Yep.
At the very least, some gloves.
Yeah.
In St. Cloud, Minnesota,
Minnesota.
the cop who'd been chilled with him before and
By
decided to
any
roll up
chance.
and say, hey.
Do you know if this is you? Right here. Second.
Okay. Well, this is good interaction. Nice mustache, but we're not learning much from this. We focus on the road strategy here. So, all right, Houston, Texas. Here we go.
Speed wobbles often happen at speeds above 80 miles per hour, especially when combined with uneven road surfaces, loose bars, or
I'm wondering if the 80 miles per hour thing is the thing. So write in the comments if there's any data on that. Speed wobbles can happen at pretty much any speed. It's called speed wobbles, but I've seen people doing wheelies and land the bike wrong, and then it does it. Now, what's really happening is that the two front forks that you have, if you hit something, it's going to start doing this. If you go too fast and you hit like a pothole or like a line, it starts to, or like one of those reflectors, it'll start doing this, which makes the handlebars do this. And when somebody lands a wheelie wrong, they might land it like sideways, like the handlebars are a little bit sideways, And so then the suspension is doing this. And when it hits, it tries to correct itself. And then it starts to do this. And so it can happen at pretty much any speed. But yes, at higher speeds, it can do that. Also, if you have the wrong PSI, if you have too low PSI or too high PSI, suspension is kind of screwed up. Maybe you have one fork that has oil missing from it and the other one has it. And there's so many different reasons for it. But yeah, speed is definitely a factor in some of them. Most
incorrect suspension.
Okay, there you go. 120, yeah, 140. Yep, that'll happen. Just a small little micro issue. See how the bike wants to stay upright? See how the bike wants to stay upright? So if you try to fight it, you can have an issue.
Loose on the bars. If you tense up.
So we're just getting right back into it, huh? You just had a speed wobble, and now you're gonna get right back into the speed.
It only makes the wobble worse. Before we continue, here's a quick message from a sponsor who's...
Okay, so his sponsor is Birdhouse or something. Okay, cool.
A group of friends were riding...
Check out the original video if you want to support Crash
Plenty
Bandito.
of corners, barely any light.
Links in the description of the live stream that we do every Tuesdays. All right, 80. Okay, we're going a little fast, but maybe that's the road. We have a... what's that sign say? We have a turn coming up. Okay, let's see what happens here. You see the chevrons? Here's the turn. And, oh.
The lead rider suddenly slid out for reasons still unknown. The second rider...
Let's see if we can kind of diagnose this. First rider goes down right there. Second rider goes down right there. Now, usually, like in firefighting, let's say you're at a packing plant or an office, whatever. Like you could be anywhere. Let's say you're at work. Like you get a call to somebody at work. One person's sick, okay. 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5, like everyone in the office gets sick at the same time. More than likely, there was some kind of like CO, like carbon monoxide, or there's something there. There was like some kind of external thing causing now everybody to be sick. And so when I see more than one person crash at the same time in a turn, I can't see much, so I'm gonna play with this idea. More than likely there was oil. There was probably oil or some kind of road debris right there in that spot. So then if 2 people are crashing, 3, 4, 5 people crash in the same spot, it's probably an external thing. Another thing that could happen here is the first person crashed, the second person panicked. So the first person maybe panicked because maybe they're going a little too wide. They see a car coming. We're in the middle of a turn. There's the chevrons here. Maybe got a little panicked, slammed their front brake. Second person, same thing. Panicked, slammed the front brake. Third person right here, that's the camera guy.
The second rider, reacting fast, locked up and went down.
Locked up his tires to hopefully not crash too, because he's also panicking. He could have went through the turn too. But if there was oil, maybe he would have crashed. But that's kind of the mentality that I have.
Too. The third managed to
is that if more than one person crashes, especially in front of you in the same spot,
what do you guys
maybe something?
Why did
maybe like there's oil or road debris.
Can be tricky. Visibility is low, so keep your speed in check. Use your high beams because surprises aren't always easy to spot.
I like how Crash Bandito puts this here.
To react without panic braking.
Very good, exactly.
I bumped him with my tire.
In Parlier, California,
pretty happy about that.
Was out riding when he came across one of the most rideable damaged bikes you'll ever see. And the rider?
Rideable damaged bikes.
He gave off serious Trevor vibes.
Oh my God, bro.
That bike is destroyed.
Hell no, man. What the man? You good,
Is that exhaust all screwed up too? Look at that exhaust. All right, what happened here?
He crashed. He lane split between me, and then he took off.
Yeah, he was doing about 80, 90 miles an hour coming through town. I made a U-turn. I was able to catch up. Turn the lights. He pulls over because there's heavy traffic.
I got it on camera.
I'm like telling him, slow down, man, slow down, slow down, turn it off, turn it off. He's like, and he starts the bike back up. So I just start pulling over. I bumped him with my tire.
Did he take off running?
The bike, and he took off running.
Yeah.
It might have been a stolen bike.
He's probably not registered.
Well, it's probably stolen.
Oh, that too. Yeah, look at it.
Probably stolen bike.
Well, all right.
All right, man, be safe.
Yeah.
Probably took it for a joyride, probably crashed it a little bit, but we're here in India now. Let's take a look at this one.
Scenery. But what happened next shows just how important reaction time really is.
Reaction time is very important.
So I'm very, very excited.
Perception, reaction, and then the action. Okay, so we have something here. Oh, geez, that sucks. All right, so you can see that he's applying the brakes already. So he's doing progressive braking. You notice how he's not stopping? Because when you're going at a certain speed, you're not going to be able to stop in time for your total stopping distance. Okay, so you have to perceive, react, and then you have your braking distance that will equal your total stopping distance. So if he's starting to brake now or whatever, let's go and take a look real quick.
Very, very excited. Right?
So perception, there's the perception. That's the moment it clicks that you have to do something. Now we're going to react. So you see how the camera kind of shifted forward? So that means we're braking now. So we reacted to apply the brakes, and now we're braking. Now this is all he has for braking distance. Not enough. You saw that. He crashed. He probably needs all the way up to here, past the vehicle, to be able to stop in time. So that's what I'm saying. Is like if you're trying to brake when you're going at a certain speed, you're not going to be able to brake in time. You might have to. This is the end goal, or like that's where the thing's going to hit. You might have to brake and slow down and then change your method to a swerve. You might have to do that, okay? Because you're not going to be able to stop in time. And I don't understand the barricades. It's India. It's a different thing. But you would have to do something else. You have to do something else, or this is going to happen. Thankfully, it's at a slower speed. I don't understand the barricades. If you're from India, let me know about the barricades.
Reaction time and
like, what's up with all that? I've seen that a lot.
By using both front and rear brakes, it might have been avoidable. Steering slightly to the left could have also helped, especially since there was no oncoming traffic and the road ahead was straight
you just have
and visible.
that barricade. It's a little scary.
A biker from Florida was riding through his own neighborhood.
This GTA like 6, or is it 5? Yeah, 6. This is GTA 6. It's not really Florida. I mean, I think it's based in Florida,
Just
but that's
to a friend's house. But some neighbors weren't having it, and no, it wasn't private property.
Good job, CrashBandito. All right, so we have a road getting blocked off. We have a car coming. Okay, we're not gonna get hit.
Stop right there,
Oh, why? What the heck is this all about?
We're trying to say. Let me know in the comments below.
Okay.
California's Big Bear
Moving on.
region. A rider was on a road trip
Big
through
Bear.
this beautiful area when a family car.
Big Bear is fun. I love
brake shaking.
snowboarding. I haven't
That's when he
snowboarded up there in a
recognized
while.
GoPro.
Is that really Big Bear? I haven't been to the lake itself. Is that Big Bear Lake? Okay. We already talked about this one.
Road rage. It's just not worth your time or the stress. Letting it go is always
Going through a
the better
corner,
move.
sharp right turn, 25 miles an hour recommended.
This is what happens when you
moving
watch
on.
Crash Bandito long enough. You start riding like this.
Oh, what?
A
little Honda.
Full gear. Nothing wrong with that, right? Thank you for watching.
What was that all about? He's got a nice little, he's got everything here. If you can have a trauma kit in that little fanny pack, but that was a little weird. Yeah, hopefully you guys wear gear, okay? Wear gear. Make sure you guys are paying attention. Grab yourself a Smart Rider drill booklet. These will be out hopefully by the end of next week. I'm getting a whole new shipment in. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream. A little interesting. I mean, Crash Bandito puts out a lot of context. He does have some good ideas towards the end, but I like that he asks questions and it kind of gives us an idea of what to go over. So it's pretty cool. I like that. Try snowboarding in BC. I would love to. What are my thoughts on the Buell Super Cruiser? I heard they just came out with that, right? Let's take a look. I mean, they're pretty much, they do the V-twin thing. It looks good. I like the old school style of it. I don't like the new Sportsters. I like the old stuff. 175 horsepower. That's much more than the Sportster back in the day. I think they look good. A little bit, a mix of new and old. I mean, they got the radiator. They were air-cooled back in the day. That's a really weird-looking radiator, though. I don't like the silver. I like the black radiator. Yeah, the silver is not... I mean, it reminds me of an older Sportster. I kind of like it. I like the 2 exhaust. I mean, you can do a lot with that. But, I mean, Buell, they've been kind of in and out since I've been riding. Like, they disappeared, they're back. They disappeared, they're back. Doesn't look too bad. It looks a little clunky. But they're more performance machines. I don't know if that's a Saddleman. Yeah, that silver... I'm not a fan of the silver. I mean, you got everything blacked out, but then you got a silver radiator. I don't know if that's just prototype. I mean, that looks a little bit better. The radiator just looks weird to me. It's a big disc brake. Looks, I mean, it looks good. Let's see what else. I mean, they look good. I think people are, that I like. That I like. I like that. That's not street legal, but I like that. That looks fun. It's like the Carducci Dual Sportster. The Carducci Dual Sportster. I like that. That looks like fun. I mean, $25,900? That's an expensive bike. That's an expensive bike. That's too expensive. It's too expensive for me. I don't know. Almost, I mean, with taxes and if you finance it, I mean, we're talking like a $30,000 bike. A $30,000 Sportster. All right. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, I'd go for like a Honda. I'd go for a Honda. That's a tough one. All right, guys, we're going to jump into this one. Like I said, I have an appointment in 2 hours, and it's going to take me an hour for the rest of the stuff that I got going on. So I really got to get home so I can have that appointment. Yeah, you can get two bikes for that price. On it, like if I would get like a cruiser from Honda. Simple. I mean, you can go for an Indian at that point, like an Indian Scout. But I'd get a cruiser. I'd get like a bigger cruiser so I can have an easy 2-up. And if it's like I have 30 grand I have to spend on a bike. Like that's just like that's what I'm doing. And I'm not going to save money. It's 30 grand. Boom. I'm going to waste 30 grand. I would get a bigger cruiser, and then I would get like a very small, like supermoto. I'd get a very small, like not even a supermoto. I would get like a TW200 or a KLX 250 for fun. Like that's what I would do. Yeah, the Buell's cool and all, but it's too much. It's too much money. But we're going to jump into this one. So 3, 2, 1. All All right, everybody, we're going to be jumping into this other Crash Bandito video. This one is a little bit older. Let's take a look. It is a month ago, so not that much older. And we're going to go over the plan method. We're going to go over all the educational stuff so that we understand how these people crashed, had these close calls, so that we don't have them
A rider
ourselves.
from Izmir, Turkey was cruising down the
A
highway.
lot of wet
The
roads.
road was clearly wet.
145 kilometers per hour. That is in between 87 and so it's about 90 miles an hour. So when we come up with wet roads, remember that we have a little bit of a traction loss, especially if we're at high speed. We might start hydroplaning. So we're going to be going over the top of that water, and it's going to lose all traction because our tires are not going to be gripping the road. So make sure your tires have good tread. Don't be speeding like this. And just realize that at this speed, and especially with the wet road, your total stopping distance is absolutely going to be astronomical. You're not going to be able to stop in time when it comes to an issue that's coming up. So be very careful. Don't speed like this.
But seemed manageable until he suddenly switched lanes.
160. That's 100 miles an hour. Oh, there it is. Hydroplane. Up and over. Not worth it. Not worth it.
You can see there's a bit
Not
of
worth
rain as
it.
he crosses the lane markings, which becomes especially
He lost
slippery
traction.
in wet conditions.
Lost traction.
Combine that
Guys,
with possibly
slow
wet
it
tires, and
down.
results in a sudden loss of traction. For any
Slow
riders
it
watching,
down.
always be extra cautious when riding in the rain, especially during lane changes. Thankfully, the biker was wearing proper gear and walked away.
Yeah, he walked away. Overall, not a good situation. Like I said, slow it down. You're not going to have, like, it. I know a lot of you new riders. I know some of you guys, some of you in the chat right now, because we do this live. Some of you are watching these videos or watching me a year or 6 months before you even get a bike. And maybe it's scary. Maybe it's scary that it's like you see this, like, oh no, I don't want to ride in the rain because I'm going to slip and slide and crash. Guys, trust your tires. If you have good tread on your tires, you're at the appropriate PSI, you're doing the appropriate speeds, you're not weaving in and out of traffic, you're not going to have a lot of these issues. Your tires, they are going to grip the ground. They are going to do that. His right leg is broken. No, his shoe just fell off.
Okay.
His shoe fell off.
Oh my
Okay. Same thing with this. Let's take a quick look right here. It's a little bit blurry, but somebody's pulling out. They probably pulled out of this little spot right here, and then they're going to cross traffic to get into this turn lane. Pretty scary, but we don't know what's happening with this motorcycle rider. We don't know if he's going too fast, especially in the area like this. So when it comes to planning a ride, you have to realize where you are. Multiple different intersections, not good. So let's keep the speed at the speed limit. Maybe, yeah, at the speed limit. Let's locate anybody pulling out, assessing if they're a relevant threat. This is a relevant threat. So he's already in the swerve. But if we were going the appropriate speed, we would be able to make the swerve a lot easier. If we're going too fast, we're going to have to swerve hard, and we're going to be closing this gap really close, like really quick. So please, please, please just do the appropriate speed. That might be the issue here.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he's going pretty fast. If you have time to say, oh my God, it's not a good thing. So when we talk about escape paths, always have that escape path when it comes to positioning. You really have to do this. You have to. Now, if he was going the appropriate speed,
Gear and walked away.
take a look.
Okay.
Okay, so if we're going the appropriate speed, this gap behind the person is opening up. This gap right here is closing. So this escape route is going to be difficult because they're aiming for it too. So you guys are going to intersect at the same time. So this is not a good spot. You might have to slow it down, let them go a little bit further, and then you go for this escape path. Okay, so it's all about reading the road.
Oh my!
See, right behind the driver is now an escape path. Because their nose is pointed this way. They're going for this. So don't go for it too.
Oh my God!
So when we talk about mechanisms of injury, right arm, possibly. Knee.
This biker was riding along when someone suddenly
Okay.
pulled out from the right, completely out of nowhere.
Okay, at no point were we slowing down. So it's good that we have more context. So he's kind of just chilling, cruising. I know some of you guys like to do that. Not a big deal. But when we talk
Pulled out
about
from the
looking
right,
for stuff,
completely
locating
out of
hazardous
nowhere.
situations, we see it here. We see it here. Side of the vehicle coming out. Okay. So when it comes to planning a ride, locating hazardous situations, that guy's coming out. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Let's see what this guy's going to do. Now he's in our lane. Okay. definitely it's an active threat. He's in our lane. He's not going to go, he's not going the flow that I'm going. So at some point I'm going to catch up to this person. So now that I know that, apply some progressive braking. Start applying some progressive braking. Either let them in or it's buying you time for them to finally get into the other lane. So start applying progressive braking now. Don't just assume that they're going to get out of your way in time. Don't assume things. Apply the progressive braking. We didn't do it until here. We didn't do it until the last second.
The biker may have been a little fast, but the real issue is the driver's full disregard for oncoming traffic. The driver didn't even glance at the road before pulling out, completely ignoring everyone else. Luckily, the biker escaped without
drivers do that all the time.
Serious injuries at all.
Hold on.
Slow it down. Okay, I don't care about this.
Even when other drivers clearly make mistakes.
Take a look. Going a little fast. Person's coming out. Good swerve. Did the best they could. Did the best they could. So when you make that swerve right here, it's like, oh crap. Here's an open lane. So now we're going to have to start applying the brakes because we have head-on traffic. Not much we can do. And then here you have to make a quick decision. This person's giving you a gap. You might have to swerve and find that a new escape. But did the best they can. This person was paying attention. We tried our best. We're slowing down. They're trying to move out of the way. They're slowing down. We're slowing down. Boom. A little collision. Kind of small. But if we can try our best to avoid it altogether and just make that swerve to the right in that gap, that's the best case scenario. But overall, this was better because we would have hit that other vehicle at a higher rate of speed, and that's not good. Overall, probably the best that person could do. Crash Bandito. I don't care about road rage. I really don't care, guys. I don't care about road rage. We're going to go ahead and skip all this.
In the rural outskirts of Tacoma, Washington, a group of bikers were cruising when one rider lost control on a turn.
All right, here we go. We're going to go through a corner going 80 miles per hour. Maybe kilometers. I don't know where this is actually at. But because he's in second gear, so it might be kilometers. Sharp. Maybe he's 80 miles per hour. That might be miles per hour. Because this looks like United States. That's a turn coming up, and it says 25. We're going 75. So guys, whenever you see the indicator there, the road indicator, when it says, hey, caution sign, orange, and it says recommended 25, and he's going 75 miles per hour, because this is probably United States, so 75 miles per hour. At least bring it down to 50. I get it. If you're like a professional rider, you've been doing track days, you're like, I can handle this. I mean, look at the road first. It looks like crap. But if you're doing track days, you're probably even thinking to yourself, I should not do this anyways. Because the more education you have, the more you're like, I'll save it for the track. So slow it down, though. If you're a brand new rider, it's like you see that. It's an indicator we should probably slow it down. Probably slow it down. Because when we have a turn coming up that's sharp like that, nice little bump right there. Look at the road. Sharp left turn. Maybe that first turn's nice and easy. You're like, oh, the second turn's going to be just like that. Nope. Look at the second turn. A lot harder. He was going way too fast the first turn. Messed him up for that second.
He slammed into a sand hill.
So how do we rescue this
target
person?
Fixation caused by the high speed. Always keep your eyes focused on where you want to go, not on what you were trying to avoid.
Yep, so he's talking about target fixation. Let's take a look at this. We'll go over that just a little bit. Okay, not much more. So when he's talking about target fixation, right? Target fixation is a tool, not... A lot of people are like, oh, target fixation is the problem. Like, you don't want to target fixate. You don't want to target fix. No, you want to target fixate on the solution. A lot of people target fixate, and they think of it as the negative thing because it's usually what leads to a crash because they're target fixating on a problem. Target fixation is just focus. What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the road, or are you focusing on that cliff or that problem, that tree, or whatever it is that you're going towards? If you're looking towards the problem, you're going to go towards the problem. And that's something that we learn here with the Smart Rider drills. This is like an easy thing to do. You're doing 10 to 15 miles per hour. You're target fixating on the next cone, the next part of the drill itself, and you're not focusing on the outside part. So you're practicing your target fixation. You're practicing your head and eye movement. You're target fixating. Like you're doing you're practicing the right way to do it. And you can get this right now. It's on pre-order, but it should be here next Friday in booklet form. But once you get it, you also get the digital version of it. And so you get it on your phone. You can put it on your handlebars. You can practice. You can just be like, all right, I'm going to do this drill right here, the lefty-loosey. And it's like, you know what? How do you even do that? That's kind of weird. So you click the QR code that's in there, and it'll take you to me actually showing you how to do it. So you go ahead and practice it. Also, each one of these has a QR code. So if you have the booklet, you can scan it, and it has my best time on it. You know, at least the time that's in the video. I've gotten better times since then. But practice that. Target, fixate on the solution. Focus on the solution. Where you're looking is where your head's going. Where your head's going is where your upper body's going. Where your handlebars are going. So if you look where you want to go, you start going towards it. So here, oh, I got the marker out. We're going to here. And as soon as he sees this part, this rider right here, he's probably looking right here when he should be looking over here. And then making that turn. He's already going towards this. And that's what he talks about, target fixation. Speed is also a huge factor in this. Speed is a huge factor in this. Guys, slow it down.
A terrifying situation occurred to this biker on the highway.
Slow it down. You guys notice, so brand new rider, you're watching this, you're like, I want us to get into riding. It's like, oh, it's scary because of all the crashes. Guys, realize, I hope you guys are finding the same common denominators and same common issues here, right? Cerebus, welcome to the crew. You're finding the same problems. Too much speed. So if you're a brand new rider, you're like, I'm scared to ride because I see all these people crashing. It's because it's too much speed. So how about you slow it down? Go ahead and take a seat out here. Grab a slice of pizza. Let's pay attention in class and slow it down so that we're not having a lot of these issues.
Was going more than 140 miles per hour when suddenly his tire blew out. He kept riding on his blown out tire until reality.
Imagine trying to slow it down. Imagine trying to slow it down now. You lost all this traction. He's probably like, why is it all slippery and doing all this weird stuff? Now I have to slow it down. He's going a mile or two on that crap, and he can't turn. He can't do anything. He's going to put his feet down. He's actually very lucky that he did not fall. Honestly, I'd rather have the rear tire blow out than the front tire.
A biker in South
Incredibly
Brazil
lucky.
was cruising at high speed
wear some
when
gear.
a police car had suddenly activated its sirens and moved to the left to make a turn. At that
Let's take a look at this.
the biker was overtaken on the left, leading
Brazil
to a close call.
biker police officers are insane.
Eita, carai!
When emergency vehicles activate their sirens,
He saw this ahead of time.
A viatura.
So at this point, roll off the throttle and apply the brakes. Roll off the throttle and apply the brakes.
Eita, carai!
You waited to the last second. Okay, guys, if you see that, just slow it down.
dealership in
Houston,
Houston
Texas.
ended
Here we
in
go.
drama, where this guy came in to test ride the 2025 ZX6R.
Oh.
Things
So before we even jump into that, test rides, it's a brand new bike. You need to understand it's a different kind of friction zone. The brakes are a little bit different response. The ergonomics are a little bit different. So you got to take it careful. If you've been riding for a while, or if you just now started riding your own bike and you're going to do a test ride, it's like, I want to get a different bike. Just realize it's a different machine. It's a different way of doing it. It's almost like going from, hey, I'm driving a little Nissan Sentra, and it's like, oh, it's the same thing as driving this big rig truck. Or it's the same thing as driving this other truck that, a Silverado. Different ergonomics, different body, different turning capabilities, different throttle, different brakes, everything. So just take it easy, learn the new machine a little bit before taking it hard, like you would do on your bike or your car, because you're used to it. So take it very easy. Let's see what
took a
happens.
sudden,
Though.
unexpected turn, literally. Thankfully, a dealership employee was riding behind him with a GoPro running.
Yeah.
The crash was likely caused by a mix of rider inexperience, especially with shifting and wet road conditions.
So be very careful. It's a different bike, different tires, different way of handling the turns, different braking. Be very careful with that. Take these turns easy, take acceleration easy. I get it, you want to test the bike, but don't test it unless you really kind of have it yourself. And especially if there's wet roads. See how it handles in wet roads. Take it easy. Realize that.
Not exactly a great
maybe play with the rain
The
mode.
rider did sign a waiver before taking the bike out, and in the end, it was agreed that he would cover the minor damages. But here's where things get sketchy. Weeks went by, and the dealership never heard back from him. So the same employee who filmed the crash went to pay him a visit.
Uh-oh. Let's take a look at this one. I'm interested in this one.
It's gotta be one of these husbands.
Because you give them your driver's license and whatnot when you do it, and you sign all the paperwork.
What's up? They told me, bro. They want to know like, what's up with everything.
He doesn't want to pay. Looking to dad.
Yeah.
And it's your responsibility. You took that on.
What's going on with what? What's going on?
So I work at a dealership, and
Right.
and he dropped one of our bikes. So they're asking for him to pay for the damages because he signed a waiver, the paperwork in the office, and you said that you would pay for it.
Well, hold on. First of all, if there's paperwork on it, can you send the paperwork and we'll just get an attorney? So come on in. Get a sec. We'll get an attorney.
Well,
So
they're
send us paperwork.
gonna file a small
Okay,
course
fine.
claim against you.
Okay, fine.
So, and they have it on video and everything too. So they want the money or.
I mean, I get it. The dad's trying to protect the son. The son's obviously like not taking any responsibility for it. He doesn't even look like a kid anymore. He looks like he's over 18. Signed a waiver. I mean, if he was under 18, I'm sure the dad had to sign the waiver for him. So he didn't. And then dad's gonna try to like remove responsibility from the son. I get that whole aspect of it. Me as a parent, I'd be like, hey, did you sign the paperwork? And my son would be like, yeah. I'd be like, okay, well, you're probably gonna have to pay for it, but I would still like to see the paperwork and maybe negotiate as much as I can on behalf of my kid, and then maybe teach him a lesson in terms of negotiating and then taking responsibility. It's like, you're still gonna have to pay for stuff, get a job, do your thing. But this whole, like, I'm gonna shut it down, it's like we're gonna get an attorney. It's like you do realize that possibly getting an attorney is gonna cost more than just paying for the bike, especially when you have that.
They're gonna file a court claim, and you're gonna have to pay.
What they have to do.
You're gonna have to pay a court
If he
fee.
signed something, that's fine. If he didn't sign anything, the lawyers take care of that.
Well, you're gonna have to pay a court fee as well. Dave, I just went to his house and I talked to him.
Yeah, what happened?
Dude, he said send me paperwork showing, and they're gonna handle it legally. I have it on video if you want to see. Okay, so we're gonna have to take care.
That's another thing, is that they have it on video and everything, so they're gonna lose
Rider
that
said
court
he's
case.
not paying, and now wants to take it to court. Do you think the dealership is in the right here, or should
Yeah.
the test rider be off the hook? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Should this go to court, or should the guy just pay up and move on? Don't forget to like, subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, if it's signed, it's on video. He did it. The paperwork signed. You just pay for it. Take responsibility.
And hit that bell if you want more real motorcycle stories.
Yeah, hit that bell.
Motorcyclist Diogo Torres is enjoying an afternoon ride.
Diego Torres in Portugal.
He gets a scary altercation.
You see how it's all blurry up on the road? Is that just the camera? Like you got a bug? Or is something smoking? Is there smoke? That looks like smoke.
Another biker blasted past him just inches away,
I don't know.
flying at over 160 kilometers per hour.
160 kilometers an hour is 99 miles per hour. Okay, pretty scary. Hopefully that person doesn't crash.
From the opposite direction. It's always smarter to ride defensively.
150.
And only pass when it's both legal and
He's
safe
also
to do
going
so.
9. He's also going 90. They're all going like 100 miles an hour. Slow it down, guys.
I got you.
A biker from Raleigh, North Carolina, was out riding when he met a fellow rider. But on this particular ride, he got a little too excited.
Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Okay, we're going a little too wide on that one. Oh, we do not endorse such incidents, so he dumped the bike.
Even a slight or accidental twist of the throttle can lift the front wheel.
He did that on purpose. He wanted to throw a wheelie, a little power wheelie, dump the bike. Make sure you guys wear gear, acquire and use personal protective equipment. That's not a...
I'm good. I'm so stupid. I'm good. Hey, man.
Yeah,
In
overall...
Nashville, Tennessee.
Tennessee,
a
all right,
biker's
here we go.
dash cam records as he approaches an intersection, but someone suddenly cut him off.
Let's take a look. So we're going through here. Intersections are hazardous areas, so pay attention. That's an open lane pattern. Somebody switched over because the other people weren't going. There's a big long line there. So that's typical. That's typical here. So we're coming up to an intersection. This is going to be a hazardous area. Motorcycle riders usually crash at intersection corners. Intersections, typically another vehicle causes the crash. Corners, we typically cause the crash. Failure to negotiate it, typically by going too fast. Going through intersections a little bit too fast is not safe either, because we have people coming in and out. People are making different decisions here. And when I talked about an open lane pattern, you see our lane is pretty open. Our lane is open. There's a bunch of cars here, Whenever you guys are driving, you guys do it instinctually. You do a quick head check and you switch lanes when it's like that. You go into the new lane because it's open. You don't want to be stuck behind people. That's what cars are doing too. That's what you do on a motorcycle. That's what everyone does. Okay, it's not a weird thing. It doesn't just happen. It always happens. Okay, they're not trying to get out to come and get you. They're not trying to kill you. So the point is that when we are in this position and we see it up ahead, we're not a part of the wanting to switch lanes because we're not doing that right now. We're back here seeing the pattern. I want you guys to shift perspective from you doing it to you recognizing it's about to happen. So now we're recognizing it's about to happen. We know that people will switch lanes. So what do? We know people will switch lanes. What do? We enter this area cautiously. We assess if anybody is going to become a relevant threat. We are in a position for safety. We're back here. We located the situation. Now, is anybody going to come out? If they do, how do we navigate that? That's the whole point of recognizing these patterns ahead of time, is so that you're prepared for something. Write in the comments if you see this now when you're out riding or driving, and you can predict it almost. So we come up to here, somebody starts to pull out. So since we located it and we're assessing, we're slowing it down already because we're coming up to the intersection, right? So we should already have a little bit of weight on that front tire. We're already rolling off the throttle just a little bit, just to kind of see what's happening. Now we have weight on the front tire. So what can we do? We can apply progressive braking. We can let them in. Just let them in. Now, a lot of people are like, I don't want to. They're disrupting how I'm riding. They're disrupting my flow. They're disrupting me going. I don't like it. Oh, I'm fucking crying. It doesn't matter. You're going to lose. Law of gross tonnage. You're going to lose. It's like you going against, it's like me going against a sumo wrestler. Anybody. I've seen a linebacker go against a sumo wrestler and he still lost. So you're going to lose. So don't cry about it. Roll up the throttle and apply the brakes, let them in. Not a big deal. And if you really want to take it a step further, it's like, oh, I saw this happening. I just practiced watching this. I just recognize this. So now I have practice on my perception and reaction time. And now I get to practice braking. So now while I'm riding, I got an actual practice in avoiding a crash and a close call, because now I practice my perception, I practice my reaction time, I got to practice my emergency braking, and I got to keep myself safe. And so now I have this practice, so the next time I ride, I'm better and better and better. If you change the frame of mind of, oh, it's bothering me, to, oh, I got to practice, you're going to have a better time. You never really get practice outside of a parking lot. This is a great way to practice. Let them in, roll off the throttle, apply the brakes, not a big deal. You can see why they switched lanes. So now you have a better perspective. You have a better understanding. You understand road strategy. You understand road behavior. You're getting better. You're getting better. You're getting better. Not a big deal. That's a great opportunity to practice. I said that 100 times. Okay, I don't really care about people getting pulled over. Usually it's for speeding. So how about you guys don't speed? I mean, imagine that. You guys are speeding. You're having a lot of fun on your bike. Let's say it's a $200 ticket, $300 ticket, $400 ticket, $500 ticket, whatever it is. Maybe you got some points on your license. So instead of it's like a $200 ticket, now you got points on your license. And now your insurance rate's going to go up just a little bit because you have points on your license. Just think of the opportunity cost that you have there. Let's say it's $400 total with insurance and the ticket and all these different problems. $400. That's a brand new helmet. That's a modification on your bike that you wanted that now you have to spend towards this tax on fun. Like, don't put yourself in a position where you're spending money on useless crap.
I knew he was comfortable and aware that I had my firearm. And we just had a respectful conversation. I have no problem getting pulled over by the police.
Yeah.
A motorcycle thief in Brazil tried to flee from the police, but was met with overwhelming
What's
force.
with the cop? He's got like tactical motorcycle gloves. Oh, jeez. Whoa, whoa. A little far. Okay. It's not for the motor. Okay, so it's for the gun. All right, here we go. Nice little AR. They do warning shots over there? I mean, that bullet's coming down somewhere. I mean, if you want the noise, shoot the ground at least. I don't know. That bullet's coming down. All right, we're gonna have fun with that. He's changing the buttons on the siren. I used to do that all the time in the.
This was the ultimate chance for the officers to take him into custody.
Desce daí. Passa pro lado de cada moto. Passa. Deite no chão.
Oh my gosh. Hands on the head. All right.
And he was taken into custody. His punishment hasn't been revealed yet. How long do you think he'll serve in prison?
I don't know. Let's go to LA. Might be doing the same things there. Oh, they don't have ARs and stuff like that.
Rider gets flagged down by police, clearly riding without registration. But instead of stopping, he twists the throttle and tries to escape. So, who do you think wins this chase?
Let's see who wins this.
Or the mini bike?
If it's that bike, I don't think they're winning. And also, LAPD's not a. They're I don't know. They're aggressive, but they're also not very.
Let me know in the comments below.
Let's take a look. All right. A little U-turn. Good job on your U-turn. Practice it with the Smart Rider drills.
Just to be clear, I don't promote or endorse any kind of...
I don't either, but he's not going to be able to run away from that. Oh, now he's just racking up charges, guys.
It's always better to ride registered vehicles and cooperate with law enforcement.
Like, what's the real issue? But now the real issue is that we're doing reckless stuff. Some places don't have a chase policy. I don't want to find out myself. Oh, my boy in a lawnmower. It's probably one of those like Ace Hardware bikes that you get. Now he's gonna go on the highway. That's not a smart idea. You're kind of locked in on a highway. Yeah. You're gonna lose this one, dude. Okay.
The rider said he managed to lose the cops. We don't even know how. Do you know why they stopped chasing him? Let me know in the comments below.
I don't know. What do you guys think? It's probably no chase policy, or now that it's on the highway, I don't know. Do you guys have like a highway patrol? So maybe they don't have jurisdiction or whatever, but either way, pretty terrible, pretty dumb. With that said, I hope you guys grab a Smart Rider drill booklet. They are available this next week, the physical version, but you can get the downloadable version right now. If you get the physical version, you're going to get the downloadable one too. But grab yourself a slice of pizza. We're going to have a live stream next week also. We're going to go over some crashes and close calls. But with that said, I hope you guys ride safe. Don't act like an idiot. And I'll see you guys later. So there was that was a weird one. Now that we're not on the live stream, let's take a look at, I mean, this one was stupid. This one was stupid. I mean, just the way the guy, I mean, he crashed.
The crash went to pay him a visit.
So pay him a visit. It's like he never has ever taken responsibility. He just kind of looks there. He's like, ooh. He knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Tell me, bro. They want to know like, what's up with everything.
Looks to dad to help. Dad has no clue. Probably didn't even tell the dad, hey, guess what? I signed a waiver, did a test ride, and I crashed the bike. Never probably said anything.
What's up with what?
Yeah. With everything. Do you have an update?
What's going on with what? What's going on?
So I work at a dealership, and he dropped one of our bikes. So they're asking for him to pay for the damages because he signed a waiver, the paperwork in the office, and you said that you would pay for it.
Well, hold on. First of all, if there's paperwork on it, can you send the paperwork and we'll just get an attorney? So come on in, get a second.
So the whole like, let's not talk and do. I mean, that's a smart thing to do, but it's just. The kid's never had to deal with responsibility whatsoever. I mean, he's not teaching his kids a good lesson. Kind of want to see what this one was. Let's take a look at this one. We skipped it.
The moment it turned green, almost instantly, a driver in a pickup truck behind them aggressively honked his horn. This truck behind them aggressively honked his horn.
So
this kind of impatience at intersections isn't uncommon.
It's green, go.
It escalates tensions unnecessarily.
Yeah, because people get. I mean, if these riders are causing problems after they're sitting at a green light, go. The honk isn't like, hey, you dumb. Like a lot of people think. This is why I don't like honking at people. Unless it's like this situation, honestly, because the honk is supposed to just like, hey, pay attention. Here's what's going on. A lot of people use the honk, like the horn, to like cause problems, flipping each other off, and that's what a lot of people anticipate. But it's like, dude, you're supposed to be going. It's green light. Not a big deal.
The riders, understandably annoyed, approached the driver to.
Not really. Like if I'm not paying attention for some reason, it turns green. Somebody honks at me, and be like, oh crap, sorry.
Ask what the issue was. At that point,
like changing my music or whatever. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't know it was green.
Instead, the situation escalated.
That one escalated the situation. That motorcycle rider escalated this. This guy is like, I'm done with you guys. You guys are going slow. You guys are stopped. I'm going over some of the road rage. He's not paying attention though. Look at that. He's not paying attention. He's paying attention to the. That's why I don't go over road rage stuff. Like, you're so focused on the car driver, you're not paying attention, and you go over the curb. You're very lucky you didn't crash. It's like, that's why you don't focus on the road rage. You focus on your ride. Just focus on what's important.
Eventually, both parties pulled over. What started as a minor traffic irritation quickly turned into a confrontation.
And then the rider's probably like, you probably knocked us. You pushed me off to the side. I almost crashed because it's like, dude, you almost crashed because you weren't paying attention. That's illegal. You're brandishing a firearm. Now you're escalating it to a deadly. Like any lady, you can get shot just for doing that. Because you're bringing in, if it's holstered, not a big deal. But if you have a gun in your hand, I don't care who you are. I'm pulling my gun out and aiming it at you. It's like, put your shit away. Like, that's how you get shot. You think just holding the gun is gonna keep you safe, or like, now look at me, I'm threatening. Now you guys can't do nothing. It's like, lady, you don't realize the consequences of somebody else pulling a gun out on you now. He's kind of dumb for. It's like, just walk away. You can't shoot him for that. Now it's murder if you do that. Damn, she like manhandled him with just. That's why you don't. Why bring the gun out?
Guys. My husband! Come on. Swerve.
He jumped on him.
No, get off the hog. You're gonna beat up the Chill out, bro. I know, bro. Chill out. You dumbass. Sure, bro. Chill out. All you had to do was keep driving. Yeah, you're gonna go to jail now.
This is a powerful reminder to steer clear of road rage. Getting into a conflict while driving.
Why would he go to jail if that person tackled him? Now it's well, he Yeah, he punched him first. But, okay. Let's go over a little bit of what I understand when it comes to self-defense. Okay, first and foremost here. Let's take a look. We're having fun.
Could have been cleared up, but instead, the situation.
All of this not a big deal. That guy should not have been next to the person. It's escalating now. And now this person's emotional because he's scared. He just scared himself by basically going off-road and almost crashing. Now, I'm assuming they get up to the next stop sign.
What started as a minor traffic irritation quickly turned into a confrontation.
Right? So now we get pulled over here. This person is amped up, fight or flight. He's going into fight because he's got that adrenaline going from almost dying, basically crashing his vehicle. Now we're all stopped, and everyone's emotions are high. So he's doing that. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Words. Just words, right? And then she's coming over here with a gun. Okay. Now it's escalated even more to deadly force, possibly. Not good. Not good. Everyone should just kind of break away. Okay? Just kind of end it. Have it click in your mind. Oh, okay, we're done. We're just done. Whatever. I don't care. There's got to be a certain point. Like if you're having an argument with your girlfriend or you're arguing with your boyfriend or argument with somebody, there's a certain point where it's like, oh, I crossed the line or somebody crossed the line. It's like, hey, okay, pause. Now that we crossed this new line, should we be doing this anymore? It's hard to do. I have trouble doing that, but it's hard to do. Once you see a gun, it's like, hey, I think we crossed the line here. Maybe we should not do this anymore and just kind of walk away. Okay? Because it's just words now. But now we're doing this. Okay? And now we have this. He's looking back like, oh, I'm ready. I'm going to do something. And there's he's cocking that gun, his own guns. And he's going to do that. So also another thing, women, don't pull your man back for that because now he can't defend himself with that arm pulled. Just kind of stay out of it. Let them do their thing. Don't bring a gun. If you know he got knocked on the ground though. That's pretty interesting. So now it's escalated, okay? So this guy initiated the fight. It's not necessarily self-defense because we could have left. Not a big deal. Could have left. Didn't have to have an altercation. All right, there we go. Why is it? Are we having issues here? Okay. So at this point, everyone's separated. Okay, so there's no reason, there's no self-defense going on. So the guy on the bike was actually trying to run. I don't think the self-defense even works anymore because they all kind of were part of it. But him doing that, the guy in the white shirt doing that, this guy's he's going to defend himself now. And so then when you start hearing all this stuff, because we can't see it.
Guys. Get off my husband! Come on. Swerve. Get this bitch with the gun. No, get off you're going to beat up the
Okay, so I mean, like, now they're fighting.
Chill out, bro. I know, bro. Look, chill out. You dumbass. Here, bro. Chill out. All you had to do was keep driving. Yeah, you're going to go to jail now.
This is a powerful reminder.
So, like, him going to, like, everyone, like, if the DA or whatever sees all this, like, you guys are all idiots. You guys are all idiots. The big one here is that lady pulling a gun and brandishing it. What is that? Like, I want to say that's like assault with a deadly weapon. But I'm sure he'll get knocked down or whatever. Like, all charges would be dismissed and whatnot because nobody really got hurt.
Reminder to steer clear of.
But you see how it all started here? It all started back here. Let's go here.
From a motorcycle event, and we're heading home when they stopped at a red light. The moment it turned green.
Okay, it's red right there. It's red right there.
Almost instantly, a driver in a pickup truck behind them aggressively honked his horn.
I'm sure it just barely turned green because one of the guys started revving their engine right there. See you later, Harry. Thank you for being here, man. It just barely turned green. They honked the horn. Not a big deal.
This kind of impatience at intersections isn't uncommon, but it often escalates tensions unnecessarily.
And it's not a big deal. Okay, they honked immediately when it's green. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's not like I was sitting there for 2-3 seconds. It just barely turned green. Okay, whatever. Not a big deal.
Understandably annoyed.
Just move on.
The driver to ask.
I'd be like, whatever. This guy is having a bad day. I'm sure the dude driving. I think actually it was the woman driving because she came off from the left side of the vehicle. So she was driving. So she honked the horn. She's got a bad attitude. Both of them have bad attitudes. I'm pretty sure they're arguing with each other. She probably had the gun to the husband. She's probably miserable relationship, miserable life for the both of them. So that sure, let's take it out on these 3 bikers.
At that point,
and honk the horn right away.
Understanding could have been cleared up.
Now,
instead,
so she's driving. She's driving.
Situation.
This motorcyclist, just stop. Don't do that. Just don't do that. That's stupid. Bunch of dum-dums. That guy's a dum-dum. Let's take a look at what this one was. Oh, shoot. I actually have to get going. Well, this is the last one. I gotta get going after this.
Morning, brother. How you doing?
We skipped this one during the...
What did I do wrong?
We skipped this one earlier.
Okay, I do understand. So what I did is, and I've all right, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, how the heck does brandishing a gun de-escalate? So people think... So, I mean... So, from what I understand with Arizona law, is that if it's out of the holster and in your hand, it doesn't matter if you're pointing anywhere, if it's just like you're holding it. That's considered brandishing. So if it's in the holster, no. Like you can't be like, hey, look, I have a gun. Like I think that's still considered brandishing. But so you have the gun in your hand, that's brandishing. So that's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. A lot of people think if they're holding it, it's going to scare everyone to stop. So that's their way of thinking, I'm going to de-escalate this by showing I have a gun. No. It's going to make people scared and they're going to fight. So she's dumb. So that's probably what she thought. She thought. I don't know. But the problem with that is that if you have the gun out in your hand, if somebody else has a gun and the person with the gun in their hand is not paying attention, if they think that they're possibly going to get shot and they have the gun too, they might shoot you first. So it doesn't really de-escalate.
There's a firearm on my right side. You can take it off and put it in your car while we talk.
No, you're good.
So
it's a sweet bike, though.
I appreciate it. So what I did, there's normally there's normally a 17.
I love trooper hats like that.
On here. And
switch it out.
I switch it to a 14 tooth, so it's my gearing is so short, man.
It's like bam, bam, bam.
This changed the entire experience of that RPM range. So
yeah, so it might mess with the speedometer.
Very big plus. Every single time, like if I go, I mostly do like town riding and stuff like that, and to work and whatnot. So if I ever go on the highway, dude, this at 70 miles an hour, dude, my RPMs are all the way up here.
You ain't the one that rips down here in the middle of the night, are you?
So, believe it or not, dude, I actually have an Instagram channel where I promote bike.
Okay. Yeah. this one. Okay, I gotta get going, guys. That one was interesting. But yeah, I gotta get going. I have a package to deliver, and then I'm gonna head home and I'm gonna get prepped for a quick meeting with the therapist to see if I can get my dog as a emotional safety or emotional service animal. And yeah, so I got some stuff to do today, but I'm gonna be working at home after that, and I'll be checking you guys out on the Discord. But with that said, grab yourself a slice of pizza, and I'm gonna be heading out of here. I'll see you guys next week. But this Thursday, I should be doing another live stream for the After the Ride. I'll talk more about the homeschooling thing. All right, guys. Bye.